Hey guys, Demi here from Atlas Vibrations, and I am here with your video of what your person wants you to know. And at this time, we're in the middle of a Venus, well, not in the middle, we just started the Venus retrograde yesterday. So where we're at with that is I wanted to make a video for you guys where you can kind of come back to this, and it's timeless either way, so that's why it won't be in the title. But I figured I would give you guys an introduction of me, who I am, what I do, so that way you can just skip to your pile and kind of go from there. But my name is Demi. I am a tarot card reader and spiritual mentor. My website and my business will be down below. I'm the owner. I've been professionally reading cards for, I would say, probably a few years now, 3-4 years now. And I started reading back when I was, how old am I? I'm 29, so back when I was like 23. So I've been doing this for a long time. My purpose here is to help help you guys, lost souls, to kind of help get you to where we need to be in the part of awakening and where we are. And so this is why I make these videos. So if you guys would like to leave a tip down below, well, not down below, you can't leave a tip down below, but if you would like to leave a tip, because I do these for free, my Venmo and PayPal will be posted beneath. And then also as well, subscribe to the emailing list on my website. You will receive 15% off of your first session with me, so that will be there too. And then last but not least, let's get into the spiel of tarot readings. So if you're new to my channel and new to pick a card readings, always choose with your intuition versus your mind. So you want to ground down, take 3 deep breaths in, 3 deep breaths out when you go to choose your pile, and pick the one that you are most drawn to. Also, reading wise, this is a general read. This is for entertainment purposes only. So everything may or may not be true when I am talking about it. Just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's a message for somebody else. Health wise, like I said, entertainment purposes only. So I always joke around and say, don't go to the doctors and say that, like, hey, my teeth are all kind of like fucked up. Could you fix it? Demi told me it was messed up. So just entertainment purposes only. I use she for divine feminine, he for the masculine or divine masculine. If anything is gender specific, I will definitely let you know. And even like spirits picking up, I know that some of you guys might hear the dice in the background, but we'll see how this goes. But I just got this set up. But just wanted to share with you guys and be more real. And also too, my reads can be fairly, I hate to say it like this, but triggering. Everything that I say comes from intuition. I'm a very intuitive reader, so feel free to take some time to watch these, but I always tell you what you need to know versus what you want to hear. So that is me. That is what I do. That is my purpose. I try to move in cycles with everything. So yes, this is me. Also too, feel free to follow any of my social media. It'll all be listed down below. I post things differently everywhere, including my business and my website. So feel free to follow everywhere so you get the best of everything. And last but not least, I keep saying that, but I have a Venus retrograde worksheet up on my website. That is $15 for you guys right now, especially if you're struggling with relationships. This retrograde will not be ending until September 3rd, so we have a month of revisiting things. There's a video out on YouTube already, and it's on my Instagram as well, so definitely take a look. So let's hop into the piles now, because I've been literally talking for like 3 minutes. But so I will lift these piles up for you. Pile number 1, this is the the Moonchild Tarot by Danielle Noel with the onyx crystal. So these two, I'll leave this here for a second for you guys, as I'm putting it down as soon as I say it. And also I have the Divine Tarot with the Dumartiriorite crystal. I will leave this here for a second. And then pile number 3, we have the Mermaid Tarot with the aquamarine crystal. Pile number 4, this is the Wild and Unknown Tarot by Kim Kranz with the rose quartz crystal. So I will put these here. Once you choose your pile with your gut, go to the timestamp down below to skip to your pile, and I will let this sit here for a second so that way you guys can kind of choose which pile that you're drawn to. Alrighty guys, let's hop into it. See you in your read. Hey guys! Pile number 1, you have chosen the Moonchild Tarot with the Onyx Crystal. I'm gonna throw the crystal kind of like up in this corner. We'll do it at the end. So, if you guys missed the introduction, I would definitely go and take a look at it, but the most important thing to take from that is the Venus Retrograde worksheet that I have made that is on my website. It is $15. I talk a little bit about Venus Retrograde because we're currently in it. I'm doing this a day after it started. So definitely take a look into that. And I talk about all of the disclaimers and fun things like that about how I do my reads. So definitely go back and watch that if you did not. And I'm going to get into our read. So I do have a really nice, big, juicy read for you today. Hopefully we will get to do some charms. And I have some guidance for you as well and all of that fun stuff. So, alright, pile number 1. What does your person want you to know right now? So, as I'm shuffling the cards, you guys' energy is, or your energy is very, I'm shifting through it with ease, so you guys probably really seem to go with the flow for the most part. Very easy to move forward through, and your energy's pretty good, but let's see. Usually there's messages from the universe, but one more time. Alright, smooth sailing, pile number 1. Not that that's good or bad, but alright. Oh, cards are coming out. Messages from the universe. So I take these before I even cut the deck. If they fall out, these are messages. I have the Magician upright, Queen of Cups reversed, Page of Cups reversed, Knight of Swords reversed. These are all people. Ace of Wands. Okay. Alright, pile number 1. Let me get this message for us before we begin. Pile number 1, I feel like you guys have dated other people. I feel like you guys have had a period of triumph over time where you're realizing that your needs are not wanted. Maybe you have a Virgo sun, moon, or rising because you have high expectations in your relationships, and you're realizing that, I don't want to say there's a lot of things wrong, but with this Knight of Swords, this Page of Cups, the Queen of Cups, there's a lot of water here. Even the Magician and the Knight of Swords is air energy, and we also have a fire sign here. So what the universe is communicating to you at this time, they are pretty much telling you that they are very aware of your situation. They are aware of the fact that you want to start dating again, you want the right person, and for some of you, you're realizing that there's maybe a certain person that you want back, or somebody has come back in, but this person is either manipulative, they don't understand you and your needs fully. There is a lot of maybe pain. This could be somebody from childhood, because I have the Page of Cups reversed here, and even the Queen of Cups. You're realizing too that maybe also within yourself you're not as emotionally available as it is, and maybe this is for some, not all, but you guys have wanted to go out on dates, you've wanted to talk to people, or you got stood up on a date with somebody that you thought was there, but there's this new inspiration, this new beginning in a passionate, driven, creative energy that you were really looking to kind of bring to the table, to start over new, to date this maybe person again, or but date new in the sense of meeting new people, starting a new journey, starting over with this person, looking at your childhood wounds, seeing who wants to be here, and also seeing too that you always put your needs first before other people, and Spirit and the universe are saying to you that this is what they want you to really look into with this, and seeing that you always waited on other people, and this is a whole new paradigm for you to have this right person come in and have all of those qualities that you're looking for, because look at the Magician. He has the sword, the pentacle, the cup, and the wand. And I don't know why, but I almost called this cup as a chalice, but I almost said chase. So that could be somebody's name, or that could be of relevance to people, or to you and your situation. The person that you're dating could be a first name, middle name, last name. Even seeing like Chase Visa, so like you could have Chase Bank as your bank. Like that's just something that I was picking up on. So yes, universe is very well aware of what's going on. So like I said, juicy read today. I have coming out, we have the Page of Swords reversed, more people. I have the Two of Wands reversed. I have the Ten of Pentacles upright. Seven of Wands upright. Queen of Pentacles upright. Ooh, pile number 1. All right, Wheel of Fortune reversed. I'm gonna move these over. I'm not realizing that my angle of where I'm at is not. Move these over just so I might be able to fit all the cards, but I'm still gonna show them to you as per usual. There we go, we can see it now. Alrighty, so let me take a look at this. Air, fire, earth, fire, earth, and fire. Okay, so you guys got all your water cards from the universe here, about relationships and whatnot. We also have a 2, a 10, another 10, Queen of 2 courts, and a 7. So your main themes here, guys, are once again, no water cards in the spread. No, there's one major arcana, so this is telling me the arcana. This is telling me that this is a relationship that you have either made a soul contract with. But long story short, with the Page of Swords, the court cards, there are people involved. And so even with the 10s, this is telling me that this is a massive cycle of completion. This is a cycle of closing out a chapter. And what this person wants to, as I touched the microphone, sorry if you heard me do that, but oh God, okay, sorry, it's not that bad, but still. For some of you, this might be a third-party system that I feel like you like somebody that may either be married in a long-term commitment, or somebody that you may possibly see as a potential, I don't want to say full-time committed partner, but somebody who you could see yourself being long-term with and that is loyal and dedicated. But I think what I'm feeling more is that you guys feel like you're the third party, or there may be a third party and there isn't any truth to it, because especially with the Wheel of Fortune here, this talks about, this talks more about karmic cycles, luck, going through the wheel, everyday seasons of life and change. It's ruled by Jupiter in this in tarot, but also ruled by Sagittarius. And so this is about freedom, and even to what they want you to know is they're having so much trouble coming out of their comfort zone. They're having a lot of trouble making plans and things, because you're the one who's always bringing up the plans, the ideas. For some, I see the Page as like children as well. It's like a childlike energy as well. So there could be kids involved. So this, I feel, it could be a third party situation where there's kids involved. You may be trying to want to convince this person to leave their partner. Even with the Seven of Wands, like there's been places where you've had to set boundaries, or they've had to set boundaries with you. And for some of you, you're being highly triggered by the fact with this Ten of Pentacles, it's a family card. So you're being triggered by the fact that they have this life and you want this life with them, and there's this person maybe getting in the way. And I think that you're understanding that you're coming into your worth now. And what they want you to know is that they had to set their boundaries with you, because I feel like you guys, like, I hate to say it like this, but you talk a lot. Like, you're a very talkative person. You like to you could have a Sagittarius Sun, Moon, or Rising, just because in this Two of Wands card here, she's holding the earth in her hands, the world in her hands. Let me, if it'll pick it up, due to this lighting situation, but she has the earth in her hands, and so you may want to travel. And I feel like too that this person knows that you have goals, and I'm paying attention to, this is the Moonchild Tarot, but look at the fact that this is like almost like an eclipse and some sun. So even though this is a moon deck, I'm paying attention to the sun. And what this is telling me is, you know, their higher self is saying to you, and the higher self is also the soul of this person on a 5D level, that they understand that you want this. They understand that you have a life. And the thing that makes me laugh, like, I don't want to say laugh, but like kind of gets me like internally kind of like, what? Like, they think that you have the life. Like, you guys are mirroring each other in the sense of, you believe that this person has the life, they have everything they want, and this person views you as you have the life, and they see you as a very, very free spirit. And even too, sometimes they question whether or not, like, for some, that there is loyalty there, that there is this long-term commitment, and they see you for everything that you are worth. Even so, but I feel for some of you, they may have chosen this other person, and they want you to know that they are trying to break these cycles. They're trying to go into their own happiness. They're learning about boundaries and people who are trying to, I don't want to say come after what they have, but they are, I hate to say it, very, very wounded in the sense that they can't make up their own mind. They don't know what they want. They overthink a lot. So that could be a Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. They could have those tendencies. And I just think that you think that this third party situation is getting in the way, wife, husband, other significant other, is keeping them from there. But they're saying to me, I'm seeing like a rooted thing, like a plant that's almost like being potted and rooted into it. This is, spirit is like coming and saying, this is them. And they're still in a planning phase, and they still have not figured out, and they want you to know that they haven't figured out what they wanted yet. They don't know if they, I don't want to say want you. I don't feel like they don't want you. It's kind of maybe more, I think, like they want to have their cake and eat it too, kind of. I hate to say it like this, but bullshit, which isn't fun. I know that. I've been in that situation, but yeah. And this is about coming to this realization, I think, more for you, because you're realizing in your mind that you're like, hey, I got all these plans. I got all these ideas. And I think that you hide this too. With this Page of Swords reversed, you don't really talk about what's on your mind, or you don't really talk about what's going on deep down. I feel this is very hidden. Not a lot of people know. Like, I feel like you want to get up, run away, and with this person maybe, and just go somewhere. But it's just not that simple, because in your mind, there is this third party situation or a committed relationship, whether that's commitment to something else. But the Queen of Pentacles are telling me to elaborate a little bit. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's very grounded. Their energy is, they go to work, and this is the feminine aspect of knowing how to take care of them, take care of yourself, versus going outside to get that comfort. They can materially provide for themselves. They know how to live their everyday life through boundaries, through making time for everybody else, making time for themselves, understanding that they have to go to work to provide. But out of all of the queens and the court cards of the feminine, they know how to give love, nurturing by cooking and cleaning and showing that. And I think that you guys completely understand that this is you, and and I think you get triggered a little bit seeing that somebody else does that for them, seeing that they may be living this whole other lifestyle with somebody else. And so they want you to know that, I hate to say it like this, but they don't have feelings for this person. I think that that they don't, that they just stay there for comfortability, because this is an earth sign. But it's about, quote unquote, they're saying giving up and sacrifices. And I think that that they're not ready to do that. And with that Ten of Pentacles that I have here, this is showing me that you're ready to, the sun is setting on a journey for you, and you're kind of like, well, I'm ready to go and travel. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Legends of the Fall with Brad Pitt, Anthony Hopkins. But that part in there, that's what Spirit showed me when Tristan kind of got up and left and traveled and went on his own and did all those things and left to come back after so many years. It was one of those situations with Susanna. So definitely, if you haven't watched the movie, I highly suggest it. It's a good one. But what else do they want you to know? Mountain cabin. There are times when solitude can be healing and enlightening. That one has a 27. Tea magic. Reach into your subconscious, pull from the source, and weave magic with intention, and the answers will unfold. I love these cards. They're so pretty. Witches gathering. Gather in power, come together in grace. Unity is rising and all will be embraced. Beautiful. Autumn equinox. Nothing is whole without the acceptance and acknowledgement of all. Okay. So all right. I'm actually learning this deck. So there may be some that I have to look up and read, just being honest. But what I'm mainly picking up intuitively with this is you're very hurt about this person. I feel like Spirit's telling me that you have waited a very long time, maybe for this person, maybe a few years, to kind of do these things. And I think that Spirit's telling me that you've been going out and you've been living your life the way that you want to. And even too, with this autumn equinox card, you guys are like day and night. Like they may be more of a night, or you may be more of the night owl and they're more of a day person, but you guys maybe work opposite schedules, or your lives are completely opposite. But it's almost as if for some you may feel like you have a twin flame connection with this person. And seeing that it's about change, and the autumn equinox is when we start to move into a death period. So Spirit and this person, mainly this person, is coming in and saying that they need some time to be in solitude, and they need to find people who really understand them. And I think that family for them, with this witches gathering, family plays a big part in their lives every day. And I'm feeling that for some, you guys are not as I'm hearing goal oriented, but I'm picking up more that they're not as goal oriented as you. They're more family oriented, and that's kind of just not how you do things. Like, you're more of a friends person. They like to sit down and talk to their friends, and they see that about you, and they really enjoy that part of you. But what they really would like is, because they see that you would rather go out and hang out with friends, or that you have a group of people maybe in their mind that you kind of get along with better, and they kind of are triggered by that a little bit, and wish that was something that they could do. And they look at you almost as if too, like, they put you on a pedestal, and seeing that you do all these things, you're so free, you're alone a lot, you're independent, you can do things. And I feel that even with this tea magic card, I'm going to look into it, that you may have invited them over to have tea or to talk, or or like tea time, like where you guys sit down and like gossip. You guys, I'm also hearing maybe you guys are coworkers, or you work together, or you work in the same field, or have very, very similar interests that really connect you to kind of be like, hey, did you hear about this from this district? Hey, did you hear about that from that? Like those kinds of things. Tea magic here though, keywords are answers and hard truths. And so, yes, it says your higher self chose this card because the answers you're seeking have been right in front of you for some time, but you've chosen not to see them. Tea magic will visit you when there is a hard truth that needs to be heard and you're experiencing some form of denial. You may even be doing it unintentionally, as your ego's way of protecting you from something that may be hurtful or difficult to understand. Tea magic is a spiritual intervention telling you that while it may be hard, it's time to rip the band-aid and face the truth of your situation. Take time to think about where illumination needs to occur. What have you been avoiding in your life, knowing that ignoring it may only be making your situation worse? And if you don't take action now, you could be facing significant consequences. Fortunately, this card means that there's time to turn your circumstances around. Your situation will still be challenging, but deep down you already know what to do to overcome this obstacle. Before you can face the monster, you need to acknowledge that it's real. Ooh, tough. But with that being said, though, in all of this, they want you to face the reality and even to seeing that it just may not be the right time. And they want you to know that it's not the right time. I think that you guys also, some of you were caught up with your pets a little bit, so you may have pets that you need to take care of and you have your own responsibilities. I feel that some of you guys are very spiritual in that sense. So for some of you, this is very I'm not gonna lie, and I'm sorry, but this is very difficult for you to hear, because I don't think, and I'm just being honest, it wasn't something that you wanted to hear, but my heart is with you, pile number one, because I know that feeling, and it's not fun, kind of going through it too, even though this is a collective reading, so my heart is with you guys on that. Let's see what else they have to say. We're gonna start with the darker stuff first, so let's get the deep out of the way. What else they want you to know is, I know more than you might think. I'm happy that it is over. This one wants to come out. I never want to feel that way again. Thank you for leaving me. Alright, pile number one. So, once again, my heart goes out to you because these are deep ones, but this is the shadow energy, so. Spirit is, and their higher self more too, are telling you that there was a lot of pain. They want you to know that they know that you've been spying on them. I hate to say it like that. They know that you've been looking at their social media for some. They know that there was a place of where there's some deep pain, especially they're saying with the ending of the relationship. They learned a lot from you. They learned a lot of who you were and how you are, and they're happy that the pain is over. And this is something too that they're telling you, like, for some, if you do come back into contact, or you are in contact, whatever the case may be, they're letting you know that they're not tolerating the fact of how you made them feel. They're saying towards the end of that relationship, if that happened, and they're happy that they're not sitting in pain, and they're happy that the relationship really never took off, because they're learning about those things that they do want, that they do need, that they needed a space of a clear mind to not go back to that place. And I do feel for some, they may be slipping back into that place, and this is why they're being triggered a little bit, because they're not really talking. I feel that for some, you're wondering why they're not talking to you. It's because they're just being reminded and almost of the pain, and they're showing me that you may want to kind of like push forward, try and move forward, try and do stuff, and kind of like push this third party system out of the way, or this family unit out of the way. And they're saying they may not want to. It's something deep down that I don't think that they actually really want to at this time. Like, I still feel that they want to figure things out, see where they want to travel, see where they want to go. I'm hearing for some with their career, because they're struggling a little bit. What else do they want you to know? Intuition. You already know the answer you seek, so we kind of already got the confirmation, and this is pretty much saying to you that you know kind of what you have to do. Play hard. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. Denial. Detach with love to see clearly. And last but not least, Twin Flame. And that's actually going over top of that Autumn Equinox card. So, Twin Flame, this is a divine counterpart connection. Okay. Okay, so what they still want to tell you to is their higher self. Now, this is their highest vibrational self on their soul level, that you know the truth. They're saying that you always knew the truth. You already, they're saying you already know what you have to do, and they understand that it hurts, and they understand that, you know, things panned out, and it was, I've seen like a cup spilling and water spilled everywhere, and it was like a big spill, and it was really tough to clean up or work with and clean up all that mess, and they know that they played a part in that. But what they want you to know is that they did, and I'm getting like tears in my eyes, so like emotionally, so this is really heartfelt. It's coming from them in their heart, that they really did enjoy the time that they spent with you. They tell me that you doubt that they actually enjoyed being together, that they even liked you, like you doubt whether or not they liked you or not. And they really did enjoy the fun times that they had together. But here's the main thing. They are scared, I don't want to say shitless, but they are deeply afraid of this twin flame connection. They know that this is something where it's almost like a magnet, that you two are really drawn together, and it freaks them out knowing that they may end up with you and not understanding, and there's a lot of fear. So what that does is, one of my favorite analogies is, I don't know if you guys have ever seen X-Men, but Jean Grey, the new one with, what's her name? Joe Jonas's wife. Oh God, I forget her name. How terrible. Very pretty girl. But the newest Jean Grey, she says in Dark Phoenix that, Sophie Turner, that she, whatever people do not understand, they fear. And so this person does not fully understand the situation, to what it is. And it's, their higher self is saying, it's not for you to teach them. This is part of the road of to understand and learn and grow from a divine relationship, especially with twin flames, is to learn and grow on their own. And the only way I can even speak to that is like, I do have like I have encountered and been in the twin flame connection, and I will be honest, we're in separation, but it is a part of the path that I'm learning that this person needs to do it on their own. And it's scary at first, but understanding the connection, and so Spirit is even saying it may not be from you that they may learn from about this. So they're saying, like, their higher self is saying, don't get too caught up in it, and they're saying that you need to love them unconditionally at the spot for who they are, and like who I am to be what it is. And they're saying that once you kind of take that step back and see that they need to detach I'm hearing ideals about them, idolations. Not my forte here, but words. But yes, this is what they're saying to you, is that you will see the truth and the reality of your needs when you take a step back and see that there are things. What else did I need to tell you? I remember every detail of that day. Ooh, shit. I'm afraid to contact you. So once again, more confirmation for me, at least, that they haven't really talked to you and it's bothering you. Hold on, let me grab this card real quick. I left when I saw you with someone. So even for me, this is telling me that maybe you were the one who had the third party situation in this case, but we'll get into that in a second. And I wish I had treated you better. Okay, pile number 1. Once again, tears in my eyes, and I'm sorry, but they remember every detail of that day. They remember, I don't want to be like everything, like creepy, but they remember every detail and every moment of spending time with you. They remember, even to like dreams, like maybe you guys talked about your dreams or something about dreams, or you see them in your dreams, but they remember every detail of talking. For some, they have text messages still saved. They still have small things that remind you of them. And what they're trying to say to you, even with all of these cards here, is that they got really turned off when they heard that you were talking to somebody, and that kind of pissed them off too. Like, maybe for some that you were dating somebody, or that you told them that you saw somebody and that you were talking to somebody else, and I hate to say it, but they're admitting that they have issues with loyalty, like big time. Like, they have a loyalty wound. When they see that people aren't loyal, they don't have, like, you don't have their back or something, they ditch. Like, they're out. They have to be somewhat of an earth sign, like Sun, Moon, or Rising, or even like a Saturn, like a strong Jupiter or something, a strong placement. But it's more, they're saying is it's a mother wound. So just keep that in mind, that they're, and and for me, all I can say is that if you feel that you showed them loyalty and they didn't show you anything back, if they're not loyal to themselves, they can't show you loyalty. And so that's how you know that somebody is wounded to an extent, and it's for them to kind of figure it out. But they were highly turned off when they saw that you were with somebody, and they're afraid to talk to you because they feel that the relationship has died. Like, it looks like I have dead flowers here on this card, and they're afraid to contact you because they feel that it's not the same, and they doubt, like, they have doubts in their own mind, and I hate to say it, they doubt you because of trust, and they know that they should have stepped up to the plate. And I think for some of them, this could be for a divine feminine, or a gendered like female, that they needed to man up. Like, they know that they deep down they need to man up and they need to change. And I feel that it's like kind of like from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, like when Spike kind of went and changed for Buffy, like, you'll know what I'm talking about. So it's one of those things that they understand that they have to do it. So yes, this is something that they understand. They say they know that they should have treated you better. For some that maybe you always wanted flowers, like you want them to bring you flowers, and they understand that they should have been a little bit more romantic, a little bit more giving. And they're also afraid to tell you all of this. Like, and I know that sounds funny, like, I know you're watching a read on it, but they're, like, genuinely afraid to sit here and tell you all of these things straight to their face. And they're fully admitting that they know that they're a coward. Like, they know that they shied away, kind of like a Wizard of Oz, cowardly lion kind of thing. They know that they messed up. They know that they did this. They're afraid to talk to you out of guilt, out of shame. And that's that. So let me grab these. First card that comes out, though, I want to make amends. What else do I need to tell you? I don't know why this happened. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. And then I want to start over. And last but not least, I don't want to let you go. I am hearing for someone, well, you want to have your cake and eat it too, and you don't want to let me go, and you want to start over, and you don't know why this happened. But some of you were like, then why were you even here? Like, you guys are sassy. I like your energy. But so even with what I just said, deep down, this is how they truly feel. And this is the Hidden Truth Oracle by All Things Intuitive. So they deeply... They don't understand your connection. They don't understand why any of this happened, why they met you, why they feel the way that they feel. They just want you to come back. They want to start over. They do genuinely want to give you an apology about things, and they want to kind of start over and kind of wipe the slate clean and not want to let you go. And I feel for some of you guys have told them that maybe because it's like I take Two of Wands and Three of Wands as travel, even though I don't have the Three of Wands here, but like I take the Two of Wands and Three of Wands card together as like a comparison. And what this is telling me is you guys either have plans to travel, to move, like you're planning on going all these different places, and it's like triggering them that you're wanting to meet other people. It's triggering them that they see you living better and they want to kind of go with you, but they just can't let go of their third party situation, whether family, work, XYZ. And it just bothers them that you're moving on without them. And this is why they want to pretty much start over. And I know that some of you were like, okay, like, you know, and more in that feminine energy because I'm more in that masculine right now. But Spirit is telling you need to kind of like take a step into it, and kind of similar to the card that I talked about before earlier with saying what you're going to tolerate and what you're not going to tolerate. Like, you need to do the same. You know, what is, because I feel for some that this person really hurt you, and it's like you're trying to get to where you want to go, and you guys could have a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or even Venus, but this is what I'm seeing with this. Alright, so let's grab a guidance card for you, and I'm going to pull some charms, and we'll go over this. So guidance for you, in the sense for Spirit, what they're telling you to do in regards to this situation, because I got these upside down. Is it safe for you to love? Open your heart to receive, to give and receive the highest energy of all. So Spirit's advice to you is do what you're doing. Like, I love this. Like, I hate to say it like this, but you guys are thriving. Like, as much as you may not know it, Spirit's saying you don't understand it and you don't know it. I feel like you guys have manifested a partner, and maybe you're looking for a partner. But I feel like for some, this is not for everybody. You may meet your partner traveling. Maybe confirmation for somebody, but also keep your heart open. And they're saying don't let this person destroy your emotional well-being and your wants and all of those things. I also feel too with this little cherub here that Spirit is trying to protect you from this person for a reason, like why there hasn't been contact, why they haven't made amends, why they haven't said any of these things, because you guys wonder why they haven't said any of these things. I do believe for some, not for all, but they do have wandering eyes. Like, they're trying to protect you from somebody who is a player, somebody who is trying to do that. And once again, Spirit is trying to be getting your attention about this. So, like, if you've heard words about them saying, like, oh, yeah, like, I saw this person the other day out with this person. What are they doing out? Oh yeah, I saw, especially if it's a work relationship, I saw this person out with so-and-so. What's going on? Like, those kinds of things. But I feel for some of you, though, you've manifested a partner and you're kind of looking to date maybe and like kind of move past this and do it. And Spirit saying just keep your heart open. Don't let this person and the situation, and they're saying the past, destroy you. Picking up Cancer energy, Sun, Moon, or Rising, same thing. And best practical action for you to take, my friend, is very soon. Clearly decide what you want so it comes to you. And children, your love life is being affected by children. So for some of you, if you guys have been wanting to get pregnant, this may be happening soon for you. But also to for some that I feel and also with this person, they may need to decide whether or not they want kids. I think that this may be a reason why for some they haven't reached out to you. Like, they're thinking about family life, so they may want to have children. They may not. But the best practical action for you to take is to decide what you want. And I think for some of you, you definitely need to decide whether or not you want to have kids. I feel like if you have a person coming in or not, like if you manifested a partner or you're going out on dates, like that is important for you to fully decide if that's what you want. So definitely think about that. That's something to kind of do. All right, charms. Okay. Heart disease ribbon, more confirmation about being safe and open to love. The poppy, so a lot of red. You guys, that's your root chakra, especially with this crystal too. So I'll grab it. We'll do it all together. Sometimes things just don't work out. Oh. And don't be a dick. So more confirmation for you guys about these. Poppies are all about death, transformation, rebirth. This is why a lot of the veterans give out them. At least we do here in the United States. We buy them at the Wawa. The vets will stand outside and you'll buy them. So last guidance, pile number 1. Spirit wants you to understand that your heart is bigger than this person that you're inquiring about. this person is very wounded at the heart, and they don't know how to, I don't want to say adult, but they don't know how to open up their own heart to express the pain. So they would rather, how do I put this? They would rather you feel the way that you made them feel when something happened in an argument. So for an example, I always say that this may be something key to take with you that for the rest of your life that you may not understand. People will make you feel the way that you make them feel. And I hate to say it like that, but I believe it to be a childlike energy. I think that it's not an adult energy. I think that especially for me or a mature energy. And if you're looking for mature relationships, you know, this is, I don't want to say eye-opening or a wake-up call, but they're saying this person, if you made them feel jealous, they will make you feel jealous by doing whatever it is. If that means saying mean words to you, if you hurt them verbally by saying mean things, they will do the same thing back to you. That, and I hate to say it, but that's what children do on the playground when shit doesn't go their way and they have a temper tantrum or whatever it is. Nothing against it. Hey, it's an energy within us all. We have it. But as we grow, we learn that, you know, it's not for everybody. It's not how we treat people sometimes. So this person, this is what they do to you. And you may sometimes want to step into that energy and be like, yeah, like, I'm going to get you back for this shit, you motherfucker. Like, you know, just like those things. But we're all there. It could be a little bit of a Scorpio energy, but at the same time, because we actually know it is because of death and transformation. But the whole part of this is with the poppy and opening up your heart and healing your heart is to upgrade. And I think that you guys know deep down, once again, the truth is this person has been saying to you in this read in spirit that you want more mature relationships. You want more, I'm even just hearing more. You want more from this relationship. You don't want to be worried about a third party situation. You don't want to come second to family. You don't want to come, you know, last or whatever that is. And so with the heart disease ribbon, this is showing me that, you know, once again, keep your heart open, keep your heart fully open. We are in Leo season, so it's all about the heart, childhood wounds, working through it. For some, this is, I take it as the heart disease ribbon because the AIDS and heart disease ribbon are the same color. I have it here. But know that you may know somebody who is healing from those particular things, but this is more about the heart. Oh my god, I'm itchy, sorry. But yes, last here, we have the obsidian, onyx crystal. And onyx is known for grounding. It's the root chakra. It's about getting rid of negative energy. So spirit saying it's time to take a good salt bath and wash the negative energy out of your life. And I did look up the meaning for this before, and I actually really liked it, and I wanted to read it to you so that way, because I was like, this might actually affect you. But it says increase regeneration, happiness, intuition, instincts, and also believed to decrease sexual desire and helps to change bad habits. Onyx also banishes grief, enhances self-control, and stimulates the power of wise decision making. And it's also a stone of decisiveness and strength. So no coincidence that this was the pile that you chose with talking about decisions and making those things. So it's time for you, I think, as a reflection from this person and onto you, to decide on whether or not what you want to do about this relationship, and where do you want to start over? Do you want to do these things? Do you want to, I don't want to say get back at this person, but this is something to think about and to start from the beginning and think about where you want to go and wipe the slate clean in retrospect to your life and what you want. So I think that that's the key thing to take from this. So until next time, my friends, I hope this resonated with you. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything here. And until next time, namaste. Hey guys, file number 2. I'm like away from the microphone, but you guys have chosen the, oh my god, I forget the name of this. How terrible. The Dream Visions Tarot. There we go. We got it. But with the do more Deteriorate crystal. So I'm gonna put this over here up at the top. We'll go over it at the end. I have a nice big juicy read for you today. Hopefully we'll pull some charms, and I have some other cards here, and then we'll pull a guidance card for you at the end to kind of help you out with what's going on. If you missed the introduction, please go back, take a look, so you kind of see how I read, who I am, all the things that I offer, any of those disclaimers that I just talked about. And then the Venus retrograde has started, so the most important thing to take from that I will repeat again is the worksheet that I've made that is on my website. I will put that in the description box below. It is $15 to kind of help you move through this retrograde. There is a video already, it's posted, so once again you'll see that. But yes, so let's get into our read. Oh, you guys are the first pile that has messages from the universe. Cool. And let's see what else. What does your person, pile number 2, want you to know at this time? Ooh, look at all these messages. Well, it's only 2, but... Okay. Any of the cards that fall out, I always take them as messages from the universe. Let me just get comfortable here. Okay. Seven of Swords reversed. And here it is upright. Beautiful cards. I absolutely love these cards. I have the Three of Wands upright. Oh, Knight of Wands upright. Love, I'm always drawn to the colors. Always. You guys have been thinking a lot about travel. Like, you guys could, like, Sagittarius energy to the max. So Sagittarius moon, sun, moon, or rising, or stellium. So, for sure. Here's the thing. I keep hearing player, and Spirit's kind of going, winner, chicken dinner. But yes, this is what I'm hearing. You guys... There is somebody in your energy field, whether it is romantic or I'm even hearing platonic, that you don't want to be stationed down here. Like, stationed, and I'm talking maybe you could be in the army, maybe your job makes you station and move frequently as well, or to do things, but you guys have been realizing that you've been lying to yourself about a relationship, where you see yourself going. Usually when I have a 3, this is a third party system, but I'm mainly picking up on you may be the player or the playette in this situation, or you're dealing with somebody who is a player. You went through a romantic relationship where you were either cheated on, but I take the Knight of Wands in this retrospect as somebody who is, I hate to say it, is a player. They lie. They tell you things that you want to hear. The Knight of Wands is somebody who's very passionate, intuitive with life. They're charming. They know the right things to say at the right time. They're also seen as somebody who is very charismatic, and they kind of know what they want. They go after what they want. They're driven, but the Knights, I always take them as though people like the teenage boy. Like, I take the pages as children, the Knights as teenagers, and then your queen and your king are going to be your mature adults. And even so, even age-wise, I take the pages as your children, like children-esque to teens. And then I also take, if it was like literal age-wise, like a young adult, or even like teen to young adult in that area, depending on there. But the universe is very well aware that you're reviewing the fact that you may not want to be in a serious committed relationship, that you keep lying to yourself about this. But I also hate to say this, pile number 2, I feel that you have been wounded, and I hate to say it like that, haven't we all? But I feel that you guys have definitely been wounded by this Knight of Wands person, and that you have been lied to, and there are some trust issues, and you see yourself maybe, or you have been traveling with groups of friends, or you want to travel, you want to meet more people, you want to see life from a different perspective, and I feel that you have been backstabbed by multiple people, and there is a certain person in your energy, and you are right, there's a person in your energy who does not have your best interest, that they just yes you, they tell you what you want to hear, they have different ideas and values as you, They see life differently than you do. And maybe you are on the vice versa side. Maybe you are the one who is dealing with this and you're seeing that you want this commitment, but this person isn't giving it to you, and you're seeing that they are very free on their own. So, but Spirit wants you to go in, and the universe is saying to make your own decisions and travel. And like, I think this is a call for you to get up and be on your own and where you want to be. I don't think that this is, like, they're saying honor that. I think you're going through a massive change right now with this retrograde, with yourself, with the areas that we're in. I think that you guys are spiritual. I think that you guys are learning to honor yourself more. And I think for some also, this could be another situation, that you're realizing you are this person. You are this Knight of Wands. You bullshit people. You bullshit through your everyday life. You realize that you're not truthful with where it is that you are. You're not as authentic as you would like to be. And you're realizing that this isn't what you want. Deep down, you've been lying to yourself. You've been strategic and trying to get things and manipulate things to where you want them to be. And maybe people are starting to, I'm feeling, also see this. And it might be a close group of friends. I'm also feeling you guys feel like you've been left out, and maybe the thing is that you're looking to leave behind friend groups and places too that don't resonate with you. The ocean is really calling to me. Like, I think that you want to travel overseas. You want to start, I'm even hearing France. I'm hearing, I'm seeing like rustic Italy, even like Greece, Athens, Greece is coming up. So there's different things there. So let's see pile number 2, what your person wants to tell you. So I have the Devil upright. I also have, the Tower reversed. I'm sorry, but that's better reversed than it is upright. Pile number 2, I am feeling for you. The Sun. Holy shit, guys. Like, 3 major arcana cards. Like, that's crazy. And I'm feeling for you, though, because these are rough. These are some rough ones. Page of Cups upright. Look how cute. She's really pretty. I like her vibe. The 9 of Wands upright. Ooh, 4 of Pentacles upright. Seven of Pentacles upright. All right, guys, it's getting better. Much better. 2 of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Let me see what's going on over here. Like I said, almost half of your spread is major arcana, so this is deep. This is not fun, especially when I got the Devil and the Tarot, or the Devil and the Tower reversed. But I'm calling in your person's higher self. We have earth, 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 fire, water, fire. I take the towers too, so fire and water and earth. So you guys could have an earth, sun, moon, or rising. That is Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, sun, moon, or rising. The person that you may be talking to has that earth sign, sun, moon, or rising. And the numbers that I have here are 7, 6, 10, which equals out to 1. I have a court. 7 again. 4, 9, and 2. So the most amount is I have 7. So you guys are going through deep transformation and realizing who you are, and Voldemort is popping up from Harry Potter. So I always have said this for you guys that have always read my video or watched my videos or heard me talk. Voldemort and his whole scenario, 7 Horcruxes, 7 chakras in the body. So this is about transformation. This is about deep transformation. He turned himself literally in the books. He changed his whole appearance to be a snake, which is also a sign of death and transformation that sheds skin. So this person, you guys are in a sticky situation with this person, and your higher, like their higher self and your higher self are kind of coming in. And I'm really, I'm being honest with you, pile number 2. I'm really sorry. You've been through a lot with this person. You've been wounded. You've been hurt. This person may have stolen money from you, or you're realizing that this is a more grounded reality where this is more about physical touch than it is about emotions, that you're not happy. You're learning to open up to your emotions. You're learning that you need more support. You're seeing that you may need more financial support. I'm hearing financial abuse. I'm also hearing realizing that this, and this is the biggest part, that it starts with you. And we'll get into what your person wants to tell you, but, and this person may have only just been physical. Maybe you guys were realizing that this person is the devil, like the literal devil, that this person is so nasty. That's why I saw Voldemort, I think, because this person is very nasty. Voldemort was very manipulative. They were mean, they were this, and maybe you had kids involved, so maybe they were mean to your kids, and your kids were nothing but innocent, and I feel that you saw that with your kids, that they were being nasty to your kids, and that's when you were finally like, yo, fuck this. Like, it's really starting to hit you. Or you're on that other side of the scenario where you are the one who is realizing that you need to, I don't want to say be more selfish, but you're realizing the truth of the connection, that you're the one that's giving a lot of money. Maybe this person is spending more of your money, that you're realizing you are the one that is constantly supporting this person, so take it vice versa. But whatever the situation is, it's calling, like, there isn't any happiness here. There's so much darkness, and there's so much stuff being hidden. There's so many secrets. There's so many different things. The devil is ruled by Capricorn, so that is top-down authority. The Tower, I believe, personally, is ruled by, I take it as Pluto. Some say Mars. I take it as both. So that's a masculine and feminine energy. I take it as Scorpio energy for me, and Aries energy, both for that. So this is something that is not ideal to where we want it to be. And this is not something that is taken easily and like that way. What else? Is there anything else? No, spirits just tell me to kind of just go into it. So what your person wants to tell you is they are not happy. They are not, and I'm spirits even telling me they are not happy people. Like, you're wondering why that they're so miserable and sad and this. They have a very wounded inner child, and this person is realizing and they're realizing with them. I'm hearing selfishness. Like, sorry, my nose is like itching, and I promise I'm not like picking it, but like they because the hair, like my hair is always like hitting me in the face, but side note. But yes, they realize that they're not happy with who they are. They're not happy with their money situation. They're not happy with the fact that they feel that they have been working so hard, and for some they feel that their money is being spent on stupid things, and they're realizing that they provide or there's not enough reciprocation in the relationship. And I feel that for some, maybe your kids or maybe even you may give a lot of money, you may also show it, but there is this power and control dynamic that they have been really trying to get a grip on, and they're realizing too that this is a more inner stability foundation about where they want to be and where they want to go. And they're seeing that they keep just striving and striving and striving, and they may be going through like depression. They may be realizing that their priorities are not right. Their priorities are not where they need to be. And even so, they may have been given an offer. Even the Page of not Page of Pentacles, the Page of Cups I take as a very good, like good news has come. Good news is there. They're seeing that they can make some good, and they're realizing their own emotions and wants. And for some, they're realizing their childhood dreams, that they want to go after it. But for some, they feel that they work so hard, and for some, that they feel that they don't have control. And for some, if this is vice versa, and I always take the devil as a just a lustful relationship, and maybe they're starting to realize too that they are not happy in the relationship. And that they need to save money, that money, I just keep hearing that money is just a big factor in playing their relationship right in your relationship right now, if you're single, married, or whatever. But, and that that there's a lot of control. I know I keep saying when it comes to money, but there's also a lot of control about spying on who and what, like looking at the bank accounts, seeing how much is being spent, being told. And I think that for some, you may have been told, because I'm looking at this devil card, which I was drawn to, that you were told no, that you couldn't purchase something, or you bought something, whether it was with your own money or somebody else's money, that they went out and they said that they didn't have money, or they bought this really new, like brand new fucking necklace that was expensive. It was like diamonds, and you're like, what? Like, you told me that you didn't have money to spare, or where did you get that from? Or they used the credit card again without telling you. Like, whatever the situation is, and then you get the shit blamed on you when you go out and buy something for themselves, like yourself, and you're like, they didn't have them, we don't have the money for this. Where did it come from? Or you'll see that the kids have nicer things than you do, which is fine. Like, kids is whatever, but you know, kids are kids. But at the same time, it's just a money dynamic, and seeing that there needs to be some support, and they're realizing that, like, within them, there's just a lot of pain, a lot of different things. And for some reason, like, even with this, it's really showing me like different things. And so yeah, very, very interesting to see like this dynamic and kind of like what's going on. But that's pretty much it. And they really want to see like their long-term goals come to fruition. I think that they're realizing they want to go after their childhood dreams, and they are just not happy with their life, and they want things to grow, and they're afraid to tell you how it is they truly feel, because I think that they're afraid of you, or vice versa, or they're afraid of how the situation's going to be controlled. Excuse me. And I'm not saying that you're a bad person. Like, I don't want you to think that. That's not what I'm trying to say here. But I think that even for some, this is going to give you guys, like with this Page of Cups card, this is going to give you a lot of clarity. A lot of clarity on what is going on. I think that for some of you didn't understand. They seem depressed. They can't speak up about it. They can't tell you. You're maybe noticing changes in your bank account. You're noticing that they're spending more time away. Even for some, you're maybe even inquiring if they're cheating on you. So that's not necessarily what I'm picking up, but we'll see here. So what else does this person want to tell you at this time? Peppers. Be fierce about the ways in which you protect yourself. Allies await. What else? Campfire. Do not fear opening your mouth and allowing your tongue to speak. So kind of similar to what I just told you. What else does this person want to tell you? Foraging. There's no better feeling than having gone after what you desire. More confirmation. And Harvest Moon. Slow your heart and move gently into the coming of the self. So pile number 2, this person wants to have a more freedom-loving life. They don't want to be necessarily tied down to commitment, and maybe that goes back to what we were talking about earlier about maybe this person, and that's what you're seeing here. Is they want to tell you that they know that you've maybe made meals for them where they left you hanging, and they chose to go out and hang out at work, or they went out with their friends, or chose, for some I'm seeing, to play video games with their friends, or they kind of go out and do things and they overspend and they don't talk, and they're saying that that is a dynamic in your relationship that's being worked on at this time. But what I'm also noticing is they can't handle the heat sometimes between you two. Like, they seem like they're saying that they know that, like, their higher selves, they know that they run, and it's very hard to sometimes sit down, and I hate to say it, talk to you about what's going on. And because they feel that, not that there isn't a safe space, but it's almost as if they want to have that open, loving connection, and that there's a blockage there when they're pretty much saying that you don't understand how they feel about this. And they want to go after what they desire, and they need some time to take to themselves, and they're learning about themselves. And that's the key thing, is they're learning about who they are as a person in this. And they know that it takes time, like they need some time. They want to find themselves, and that means that it calls for, they're saying with this Tower card, I completely forgot that we had it, that it calls for building a foundation. And that's what the Tower is all about. Like, when shit comes crumbling downhill to realize that the foundation was never stable to begin with, or the fact that something was going to end anyway and we ignored the signs and spirit had to do it for us because we were just not on the right path, which sucks. But this is something that they're realizing that they need this, and for some they're saying that they need those material and those finances to get them started, and they don't like the fact that maybe they have literally told you this. They feel like they're grabbed by the balls, or they're strapped by the balls, that they can't do anything with it, and they're just very like kind of getting kind of antsy, and there needs to be some leniency with that. Now some of you are like kind of, I hate to say it, you're getting triggered, I can feel it, or you're getting pissed off because it's just like them. Watch my video in Leo about Venus retrograde in Leo, because it talks about the whole aspect about Leo energy and like the me situation, the selfishness, but also too it's calling for us to open up our heart and to heal our own wounds too. So definitely, I'm not going to say like, hey, look at the part that you're playing, but also on the opposite side, it could be something to where you may also need to take some time to sit down as well to maybe talk to, I'm also feeling like, talk to good friends about what's going on. Talk to some people that you know about the situation, who knows, that can give you like decent advice. And maybe you're the one that's really unhappy and seeing like how their spending habits are and how they're running away, and you do all these things for them and they're not showing that loyalty and dedication. All right, what else do we need to know? Ooh, my hair's falling out everywhere, but what else does your person need to tell you? We're going to start with the shadow stuff, so this is going to be darker, but the shadow stuff of what your person needs to tell you. I know more than you might think. Pile number 1 actually got this in the same spot. So yes, I know more than you might think. Thank you for leaving me. Pile number 1 got this too. Let's shuffle these a little bit better. What else does pile number 2's person have to say? Sometimes I hear your voice in my head. And I've been here before with others. Okay. So they're pretty much saying, their higher self is saying to you, they understand the lesson that needs to be learned, and they're pretty much saying their 3D self is saying, or 4D self is saying, that they know that you're spending more on things that maybe you shouldn't be, or even if it's like little things like ice cream and like extra money and things like that, but they know more than that. And thank you for leaving me. So I'm feeling that for some, you guys may have like broken up once or twice, or you have left them now, maybe that you guys have decided to call off the relationship just due to this devil energy of top-down authority, or realizing that it's not healthy and you're taking a break. For some friends is popping up like, we were on a break, or you're thinking about taking a break. But they're also letting you know, they want you to know that sometimes like they do listen to your advice. I think that you think that they don't listen to what you have to say, or it may be down the line versus when it's here. Like, for example, it might be like down the line where you're like a couple weeks later, like, wow, yeah, like I'm gonna listen to so-and-so about this, or I'm gonna listen to my partner about this because they were actually right. And it's a little bit longer, they take a little bit more longer to process it, and they do hear you in their head, and they do contemplate, I'm seeing, making those decisions, whether or not they want to do that, so, and do those things. So they do hear, but sometimes like I think that you think that they may think too that it's like your voice is annoying, or they hear you in your head, and sometimes like they're always hearing you like nag them, and it's more of, they're saying they've been here before with others. They've been in relationships, especially with their parents. That's for some, that with their parents, they've always kind of like had issues with money with their parents, where they may have had to give their parents an allowance of some sort for staying or living or something, or their parents or their significant others have taken money from them, they've stolen money from them, and it kind of left them with nothing. So that's something to think about too. But they've been in relationships and have been there with others in that control dynamic. And they're saying to you, genuinely, there's anger. They want you to let go. But at the same time, it's like, you know, they're saying that on their higher self, that there needs to be an understanding for more of their happiness and some kind of happiness there. All right. 2 cards fell out. We have regret. Someone feels remorse for the way that they treated you. awakening. Both people in this connection are undergoing spiritual transformations. What else do they want to tell you? Oh, 2 cards again. Obstacles, unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. Interference, an external party is intruding on this relationship. So there goes that third party situation. Okay, so for some of you, you believe that their mother or somebody or some family members are interfering with your relationship or something else about how things are going, and it's not just the both of you. That it could be kids, it could be something else, but you are seeing that there may be somebody in their ear telling them what to do, how to do things, that they can't make these decisions for themselves. But what they want to tell you is that I'm not trying to be rude, pile number 2, but what I'm feeling is they want you to feel like pain for what has happened. Like maybe you did go out and spend some money, or maybe for the way that they treated you, and they want you to feel the same way that you treated them. And that's funny because I said that in pile number 1 as well. So there might be some messages in there for you. It is a lengthy read, but long story short is people in a childlike mentality, I call it, they always want to make you feel like people will make you feel the way that you want to make you feel the way that you have made them feel. So if they are jealous like of you, they will try to make you feel jealous. If they are mad at you, they will want you to feel like the anger that they felt, to kind of like get back at that. And they want you to feel that sadness. I think this is what you're understanding and seeing, that this isn't for you. You're seeing a darker side of them that you don't want. And I think that you are both on a soul level up leveling and awakening to realize this person doesn't want to be controlled, or it could be vice versa, like I said. And you're realizing that you need more financial stability and some more help and support. And you're realizing that you deserve more and deserve better, and you don't deserve the controlling nature of this dynamic. And the fact that they're even saying to you that there's unhealed wounds that are causing things to not move forward. So it's like you healed your wounds. Like you're realizing, I don't want to be controlled anymore, or I don't want to be strapped for money anymore, or I don't want to do this. Well, guess what? You outgrew the relationship, and you outgrew that. And you're seeing that this internal, like external party, whatever it is intruding on the relationship. It's been too much, and you're realizing this isn't what you want. This is not your awakening, and you're seeing that things are not the same, and you guys are outgrowing each other. And that's what it feels like to me, is that, happiness is a thing. You both have different goals and different views on how you see things, and they want you to know that there is some ways that they're realizing, for some, that you're realizing this, and maybe you have vocalized it and you've said it and they're not listening, and Spirit is saying that they realize that they hurt you, but they don't know how to fix it. This person doesn't know how to fix all of the stuff that's happening, or heal their wounds and change. There's a lot of them that have, like, I'm hearing mommy wounds, like your mother-in-law, their mother could be a big factor in their relationship, and they kind of pin you against each other. It's like, well, this is this, like, instead of fighting with your significant other, you fight with their mother instead. They call their mom and they're like, hey, like, so-and-so's being mean to me and they won't let me do this, and the mother comes in and they're like, hey, like, stop being this way. Like, so those are things that they're saying in regards to that. What else do they need to tell you? Figuring out the truth hurt me. Or finding out the truth. What else do they need to tell you? I regret lying to you. We need to let each other go. I left when I saw you with someone. Pile number 1 got that as well. Alright, pile number 2. So for some, when I was seeing cheating, I don't feel that, just being honest, but what I do feel is that the energies were with somebody else. Maybe they realized, seeing that that you like somebody else, or you were with somebody eating out at dinner, I'm seeing, like, and they didn't like that you were, it could have been a coworker or anybody, but they didn't like the fact that you were sitting out and maybe spending money on somebody else that had nothing to do with your relationship at all, and they took it personally. They regret hiding things from you because they understand now that you want to leave because of this, or like, whatever the case is. they're understanding and seeing that you really did hurt them by going out, maybe betraying their trust. And I think this is something that, I'm being honest, pile number 2, on both ends, that you guys both have maybe hurt each other in the process of going through these wounds. And and they're beginning to understand that you need to let this go, whether that's the situation. I'm not saying, I don't see a slate being wiped clean to start over, but maybe letting each other go. I wouldn't say separate ways, but the emotional turmoil, to kind of let it go and try and, I would say, not maybe work through it depending on your relationship dynamic. But all I can say is this person is severely hurt and wounded. Even you are too. I think that this is something where you guys hurt each other a lot, and you're realizing, like, this isn't healthy. Maybe it's not good for the kids, or, maybe I'm even seeing this as, like, for somebody small, that you're getting up and moving, or you got a job offer, or you got good news about a change that needs to be made, and it's just not what it is. And I think that has to do with maybe paying off some debts, paying off some things that you need to get rid of, and learning to prioritize money. So that's for some of you guys. You're realizing, and they're realizing, that you need to pay off these debts, and your money habits and your spending need to change, and this person's not willing to do it. And there's a lot of lies and stuff, and so they're regretting doing all of those things to hurt you, if that makes sense, and because they see that you're pretty much getting up and leaving. Or maybe you were with somebody else, or maybe this was before you guys even started, like, hooking up or talking, that they saw that you were talking to other people, and they tried everything and anything to smooze you, to get you to come talk to them and come back. What else do they need to tell you? I can't reach out, so they feel that, once again, they can't talk to you about this. I see life differently now, more confirmation for what we've said, or what I've said. I want to make amends. Pile number 1 got this too. And I feel the sexual tension, so more confirmation on that Devil card. So yeah, you guys, like, you guys probably have really great sex. You enjoy your chemistry. You enjoy the like the way you guys talk. You guys hang out and you have fun, and there's a lot of attraction there. And they do, and I hate to say it, was kind of similar once again to pile number 1, since this is a collective read. They all coincide in some way, but this person does want to fix things. They don't want to see you go. I'm even hearing meal ticket. So for some, you're realizing your worth, and you're realizing you are worth more, and their higher self is saying to you that they know that you see things differently, and that you want to leave and let go. And I even feel, as I'm sitting doing this read, that there's a lot of contradiction. Like, I felt like, even looking at these cards, I'm like, contradicting energies. Like, holy shit, like, do they want you to go, or do they want you to stay? Do they want you to, like, and I'm even feeling, what do they really want you to work on? And that's what I'm picking up on too. I'm like, what the hell? I'm not gonna make any judgment towards people, because we're all in our own energy, in our own healing energy, and paths of life. So this person is learning, and they're seeing things, but I think in your case, they feel like they just can't reach out, and they can't tell you it. And some, I'm even seeing, they're choosing not to tell you. Like, they hold on. Card fell. But they're choosing not to tell you, or they know that they are not telling you these things purposely, because they're like, hey, like, they just don't want to fight anymore. They don't want to cause problems. Could be a Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, because I hate to say it, some of these Libras are people pleasers at times in their shadow energy, and they just want to make things okay with kind of just sweeping it under the rug and kind of letting it go. And Spirit is kind of saying to you, like, don't get roped back into their, like, ways of manipulation with their words, like that Knight of Wands energy that we were talking about earlier. This may be that person, and they're saying to you, don't get roped into the fact of the physical attraction that keeps you there, and the fact that you maybe like a more, I don't want to say controlling partner, but you maybe are a little bit more submissive. So Spirit is saying, like, don't get roped up in that, because you're realizing that you have control of your own life. You're trying to take control of your own life, and it's triggering them to, because you're not being controlled anymore, and it's triggering their control issues, and it's just hasn't maybe even been a healthy dynamic. I'm even hearing, like, background, like, domestic violence. So once again, if you guys are in an abusive relationship, and you need some help, or you need, like, just some anonymous help some way, feel free to reach out. I always try to help the best way that I can, but this is, I would say this is a little bit more deeper, it's a little bit more serious. So Spirit's advice to you, though, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And so Spirit wants you to, and this is what they're saying, this is ending for a reason. Like, and I hate to say it like that, it might be triggering for you, but Spirit's saying to you that this is ending for a reason. And I think that you're trying to, like, for your kids' safety, for happiness and peace in your life, and paying attention to the white wings on this card. I think that you guys are realizing that peace is worth it, and that finding a partner and happiness and that peace is important. So, and Spirit saying, like, wait for that right person. Even if you're not in a serious committed relationship, like I said, depending on the situation. But waiting and divine timing, it'll happen. I feel that you're going through things to release this, to work through it, so that way new can come in. But there's still like a couple lessons, 3 or 4 lessons, possibly even 5, like small ones, 2 big ones, 3 small ones, or whatever I said, to work through. Depends. The best practical action for you to take right now, we got 2 cards. Healing family issues and calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So take some time to work through with your family if this is the case. I think that you need to see your old relationship dynamics from when you were a child to calling in the right person, or manifesting or asking for the right person for you. I think that we as of today, into society today, we tend to manifest partners, Spirit showing me, like our parents. We learn a lot from our parents. I have a bachelor's in sociology with a minor in anthropology. So there's a lot of things about institutions that we, don't know about that influence us. Work, our relationships, our family life. Those things really influence our everyday, day-to-day. So work through the family issues that are coming up now when it comes to money, when it comes to your happiness and where you want to be, seeing where you're being controlled. Did you have controlling parents? So those are things to think about, and to forgive your parents, and seeing that this is not you and this is not where you want to be. You just want to be free and where you are. Let's grab some charms. All right. You got different charms. Nope, there's one that was the same. Don't be a dick. Fresh boy tears with the strawberry on it. The bitch spray. The little alien here, E.T. with the skis. Oh, no, are these skis? They're skis. Okay, little skis. And I have the Sephorian Communities Inspiration. So this is for, this was given to me for like a Heritage Month, Asian Heritage Month. So I'm not trying to be funny, but for some of you may be realizing that there's a fetish of some sort. I'm not going to say that because it's just not appropriate, but you're realizing that maybe there was some negative addictions to pornography or things like that in certain things, and it really caused you to be insecure. But it's also making you sad and realize maybe for some you did catch your partner cheating, and maybe they were saying too, I'm feeling they were going on trips and they were like going on ski trips, and maybe they got caught, like somebody posted a picture. I'm even hearing for some, maybe with your best friend, like, or there was a scenario in your family about that. And I'm sorry, pile number 2, like, you guys have been really crying about this and trying to make things work, and seeing that, this may have come up so abruptly and suddenly that you were kind of just like, maybe they gave you some news that caused this, and the bitch spray. So I'm seeing more pepper spray with this, and I think that what this is too is you're trying to keep this person away from you, but you want this person to come back. And Spirit's advice to you is, as much as this is it says inspiration, I think that the most important thing that you can take from this is like Chinese or like Japanese or Vietnamese, like healing methods, like taking some time to I'm hearing Tai Chi, I'm even hearing Taekwondo, or even acupuncture, something to help calm your nerves down a little bit, and taking that space away from that person to heal and do those things. And I feel that this person may be saying to you, like, gaslighting you and be like, don't be nasty, like, don't be mean. But Spirit wants to remind you that, you know, you can heal your own wounds. I'm seeing like a literal heart, like your heart being wrapped up in bandages, and to really heal yourself as you kind of move through this. And even if that means that you need to take like a nice good old, maybe Vail, Colorado's coming up, or taking a trip somewhere where you can kind of be in your element. Maybe you like the cold, you want to sit down and kind of enjoy your time, but this is something to take from that. You have chosen the pile with the Doom Meteorite crystal, so this is about calming of the mind. This is about calming down the nerves. This is about sitting within your mind and kind of just keeping a calm demeanor to release anxieties. So very fitting for this in some ways. So I hope that this read resonated with you. If you enjoyed what you saw today and the read that you got, please hit the like and subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the videos that I put out. So until next time, my friends, namaste. Hey guys, pile number 3. You have chosen the Mermaid Tarot with the, aquamarine crystal. I'll put our friend up here. Got a nice big juicy read for you today. We're going to do some charms. We're also going to get some guidance cards for you as well, what to do about this relationship. And if you guys missed the introduction about me, what I do, how long I've been doing this for, all of the disclaimers, feel free to go back and watch that, especially if you're new to pick a card readings. And then the most important thing to take from that is I am uploading the day after the Venus retrograde starts. So I have a worksheet out, I have a worksheet out that is $15. It's on my website. It will be in the description box below. So if you guys are interested in that, please feel free to purchase and work with it. There is a video out already for it, so feel free to look on YouTube, on my Instagram. Everything will be in the description box for you guys. So that is something to take a look at. It's definitely really helpful. I always print out and use my own things as well during it, so I have to actually remind myself to send that because I'm going to have to print it out later. But yes, so that is something to look into and help yourself with. So alright guys, pile number 3, what is going on, or what does your person want to tell you at this time? Okay. This card looks like it wants to come out, but I'm not going to pull it. I'll let it fall out because that's just who I am. Alright, pile number 3. What does your person want to tell you at this time? Alright. Oh, this one came out. And cool. Just that one card. Pile number 1 didn't get any cards. Pile number 2 got some decent ones, and you guys got one too. So that's pretty cool. So we'll just go with that. Okay. We already cut the deck. I have, let me fix this situation. Alright guys, so I have Judgment. So I'm like hitting everything. Judgment reversed. The feeling that I get from this card is calling all souls here. Look how sad this guy is. And this is what I'm paying attention to. And the second thing I paid attention to was this mermaid who just came out of the bubble here. You guys may be connected to mermaid energy. You guys may be connected to Sirius. You may be connected to the Pleiades. Whatever situation resonates with you here. I feel like you're in a third-party situation, and I heard work. So this could be a third-party situation with the fact your partner is at work, or maybe there was a coworker or secretary or whoever that your significant other may be involved in, or this just could be a coworker in general. And I think pile number 3, you were going through a big, deeper calling of going through change, and when you add 20 together you get 2. So this is about partnerships, and I feel like you're getting ready to leave. The spirit is saying to me a job. You're getting ready to leave a job. You're getting ready to do the calling of your soul, but you feel spirit saying stuck in the past. And what I'm picking up with this is that there is a lot of pain, there's a lot of guilt, there's a lot of shame, and you go between looking to go for that calling. And I think that you have Spirit is saying to me that you have a manager that's like full of shit. Like literally what I say, like they call, like, maybe not that they wake, maybe they do wake you out of a dead sleep. Maybe you're like an like you work for EMS, like EMT, hospital stuff, like, so you're on call a lot, and so maybe they do call you out of a dead sleep to kind of wake up, and you're kind of like, no, I'm tired, and you're learning to take care of yourself. But in regards to what's going on, you're realizing that you're in a deeper part, like the winter part of your life, or a dark soul of the night, where you're realizing there's a lot of sadness and you're being called to awaken. And so Spirit is reminding you, like, because I see that you're going deeper and deeper and deeper into this, but they're saying to you, you can only go up from here. And once you sit with all those deep things and realizing that you can have what you want, you can do these things, you can have all of the things that you're looking for, you can do this. And I feel that you will see, I'm hearing blessings, like, when are they coming, and what am I going to get out of this? And you're dealing with a relationship, maybe even with a depressive partner. Just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But you're realizing that you need to wake up, you need to make some changes, and that whatever this person nasty is, you need to stop following them. You need to stop, like, dealing with shit, like, with that. And I feel like you've been led other places, and Spirit has been waking or calling you to wake up for a long time about this and realizing the decisions that you need to make. So the universe is very well aware of what is going on in your life. So let's do this pile number 3. So what does your person want to tell you? I have the 5 of Swords reversed. Love the penguin. I love how the penguin is like smacking this kid on the back of the head. Like, love that about this deck. I also have the 4 of Pentacles reversed. I have the Devil reversed. Pile 2, the last pile, they had this card, but it was upright. Five of Cups upright. No, the seal is so cute. I have the Ace of Swords upright. And the Page of Wands reversed. Okay. Alrighty, pile number 3. Turn this so I can see. I have a 4, a 5, a 6, another 5, an Ace, and a Page. So no major arcana. So this is just you going through your everyday life. And what I'm seeing is, I'm trying to get some messages here. So what I'm seeing is, with these cards, I feel like you have talked to this person willy-nilly. Like, and I feel like you feel this person has come back to you, and you guys may be going through a reconciliation and releasing a lot of these karmic things, but I feel that you are going through a phase where you're seeing that you're awakening, and you're realizing that you've been trapped for so long, and you're disconnecting from a lot of things, and you're seeing that you guys might be Harry Potter fans. I'm paying attention to how the sword here is at the bottom of literally the ship that's underwater. And with this, I don't know if you've seen the scene where the Gryffindor sword was at the end of the lake, and at the bottom of the lake in Deathly Hallows. So that could be something. But you guys are realizing that after all of these dark times, because especially if you're a Harry Potter fan, you know that the Deathly Hallows was a dark book, and the first movie was dark as fuck. Like, so with this being said, that you're realizing with this that, you know, you've been closed off for so long, this person, you may have wanted to come back, and you realize that maybe you didn't love this person unconditionally. Maybe too, I'm seeing that they belonged to a group, and Spirit wants to remind you to this, maybe vice versa. So maybe you are the person that's being reconciled with by this person that I was just talking about in reverse. So keep that in mind too, that maybe this person who you no longer have, I don't want to say feelings for, or maybe this person that you haven't really heard from a while, and they're coming back with this like open thing, and you're not knowing how to take it, and there's communication. But with this, you're seeing that maybe this person too was the damsel in distress, and they needed saving, and you're seeing that they may have very long hair, really long dark hair. I'm picking up on physical features. For some, they could be I don't know why this is coming in, but Jace Wayland from the Mortal Instruments, if you guys are Mortal Instruments fans. That's another person that they are reminding you of, with the short blonde hair, kind of like fluffy and curly, and has like gold hair. But I'm just picking up that you never thought this person would come back, and that you want this person to come back. And there is this feeling of not being able to open up and truly say how it is that we feel, and seeing that there's a lot of pain here between you two. And so what this person kind of wants you to know is, I have fives here as well. So this is change. You guys are going through some change, and both of your lives, Spirit is going, both. You guys are both dealing with a lot of things in regards to, we have air, pentacles, which is earth, air, earth, water, air, and fire. So we have everything, but we mainly have earth signs. So you guys are going through changes within your everyday normal life. And Spirit is even saying that they're catching up to you. And what this person wants you to know is, I hate to say it like this, but they know exactly what you're doing. Like, they know exactly that they're feeling that maybe you're trying to play the victim. They feel, and they're scared that you might be manipulating them, and they don't really know your true intentions, because they think and feel that you may be being codependent, because they feel that the sense of maybe that you need them. And maybe you guys are both psychic. You guys could be twin flames because you feel the connection. And there may have been a peace offering at some point. And the thing is, the truth has always been lying, like, kind of at the bottom of the ocean. And I'm seeing the Titanic almost as if the ship sank. It's down there. You can check out the remnants of it if you want. But at the end of the day, I feel that also too, on the opposite end, that maybe one of you was waiting around for the other one, and this person does seem to be aware that you've been kind of waiting for them. And I'm not trying to be funny, pile number 3, but this person kind of gets off on it. Like, they kind of like the fact knowing that you'll sit there and wait and probably do anything and everything that you ask them to, and they very well understand that they have hurt you, and you worry about your emotions in this, but they want you to know that they do miss you. And I hate to sound like, and I'm getting tears in my, like, they deeply miss you. They're just very, very wounded, in the sense that they don't know what to do about the peace offering. They don't know what to do about the new communication. They don't know how to feel about everything that is kind of going on, and they're trying to get rid of these dark cycles. But I'm not trying to be like me and pile number 2. I feel a Cancer energy, so you guys are sensitive, or this person is sensitive. The person you're inquiring about could be a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and you could be a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So thing is, I have a ring light here. And so you guys, I'm hearing medium, so you could be a medium, you could be psychic on your own, but I feel like I see a face in the center of the ring light, like, through my peripheral vision, and I got more of like a spying feeling. So I feel like this person also too pops in and out of your life very frequently or infrequently. So you see each other like sporadic times, like I'm hearing 3 to 4 months differences, year differences. Then maybe you'll see each other like twice a week, or you'll communicate like once every 6 months, and it's so like sporadic on how you guys see each other. And this is what Spirit's saying, it causes a lot of confusion. And how I'm seeing this is, they have this problem where they're saying to you, they're trying to get out of these deep rooted things, but you remind them so much of this dark past that they used to have. And whether you guys have had a past relationship, I feel like this was maybe going on for like 6 months or so, and there was this hot and cold energy coming, and also seeing that maybe kids may be involved, but also too, this person notices that you belong to a group that, I hate to say it, but they kind of like fuck around, like, and they don't really like the energy that the group gives off. And they also see you as somebody like who loves animals, like they see you surrounded by animals all the time, and that you're different. And I think that this may be something for somebody, but they realized that that they hurt you, like this group has hurt you, and they don't like the fact that the group has hurt you. Maybe there had to be a mediation, and they're realizing that you have such a pure soul, and they want you to know. And I feel that you know this person in a way, like maybe somebody's father who has passed is coming in, or like a father energy. Or maybe if you're spiritual, I'm also picking up on that you may feel like you have known this person on your soul team, like you have a deep soul understanding with this person. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But they feel that deeply that you know, how do I put this, that you are worth more. They know that you are different and on a deeper level, and they don't want you to get caught up in their bullshit. I also hear that they're stealing. So that's something that needs to be brought up and thought about too, like for some reason. So that could mean something for somebody. And they don't like that they hurt you, and they don't like the fact that you run with these people. They don't like that you don't understand that you're a beautiful person. Like, I know this is like, it's gut-wrenching a little bit, but and heartfelt, but they see that you're a really good person and you're independent on your own. And I think that when you put, they notice that when you put yourself in this group, it's not that you change, but it's just like the way that you go about things and how the energy is, they just don't like it. And they think and feel that you put them, that puts you in a place where you feel trapped and caged, and they're just looking at it from this perspective of, well, you kind of put yourself there. But that's the other thing that they're noticing, is that they stole things from you. They pretty much it's kind of like, I hate to say it, but like kind of like Cinderella almost, but it's like from an emotional standpoint, when she came down the stairs and the jealous, like I hate to say it, the jealous stepmother and the jealous bitches like literally ripped Cinderella's dress to shreds. They're trying to tell you that these people that you're around do this to you. They do it with their words behind your back, and they do it to where, and then you put yourself in the cage. But they're also saying that they realize that you know this, like, and it's also the fact that you choose to be here, and they're saying to you that they are more emotionally and intelligent than you think that you give them credit for, and they want you to know that. And then you wonder why, like, everything was gone and they've taken everything from you, and you're in despair from that. But what they also want you to know, I'm hearing, like, I'm sorry, pile number 3, but they're saying don't wait for them. Their higher self is saying that they have some soul searching to do. There's some truths. They're going like this, like they understand that you want the truth. They understand that you have been trying to maybe give them gifts, or trying to get, like, kind of put some bait out there to kind of bait them in to do that. But they're saying just let them go. They care about you. They love you. They want to see you, but they know that when you get in your sadness, though, you get codependent. And that's like when they say, like, there's kind of like that thing, like they get that spiritual feeling about you. They get that, like, intuitive notion about you that something's wrong, that something's not going well. And that's kind of something that they notice. And partially the reason why that they're kind of like not around, they don't really talk, is because they don't want anybody to, I'm hearing, to know that they talk to you, because this could be a secret relationship. I'm hearing coworker, or that this could be a situation where, let me put it, hold on, I lost it. But they don't, like they don't want people to like, and even I'm hearing mainly to know how they truly feel, really, how they truly feel. These cards fell out. Did we get 4? No. Okay, but we'll grab these. So, elderberries. There it is, a knowing within bone. Allow it to guide you. 2. Campfire. Do not fear opening your mouth and allowing your tongue to speak. Oh, did I show it? Here we go. Pile number 2 got this. So, might be messages for you in pile number 2. And then we have whiskey. Life should be sipped slowly with intention. Be patient as the vision reveals itself. And last but not least, we have root vegetables. In those hidden places where most fear to go is where the most nourishment is waiting for you to behold. Pile number 3. This person cares about you very, very deeply. And they're saying to you, it's not that they don't care. And I think this person is also spiritually inept. Emotionally, their soul's very developed emotionally. I'm hearing they're not great communicators, but they have such a deep soul connection with you. It could be twin flame, but you guys know each other very, very well. I will say that. At least you feel that way. And what they are trying to tell you is, I feel like this is more of like a friendly thing of like what they want you to know, but they're saying watch who you're running your mouth to. Like, watch what you're saying, and also like just sit within your own circle of trust. Like, they're saying to you that there's people that just, and they know that they feel it within you that you don't trust certain people. There's people that you know that you shouldn't trust, and they're saying follow it. And I keep seeing animals, so I feel like you guys, like, there's all animals all over these decks, but this or these cards, but they want you to kind of stick to the fact that like your connection with animals, like this is something big, because they will show you the way and the words and the answers to what you're looking for and how to act and go about things, because they tell me that you're just like them. You don't like humans. Like, you could be Virgo Sun Moon or Rising, they could have the Virgo Sun Moon or Rising, but this is the case. You don't like people. And they're going, like, as much as it eats you alive, they know this, they're saying honor it. Honor the fact that they're going like this. You're very smart. There are things that you know that others do not know. And they want you to go after your dreams. Do not wait for them. They want you to kind of move in flow with your blessings and kind of see what's going on. I'm still learning this deck. So what I will do... Yep. So, elderberries, I'm going to read this fairly quickly, but elderberries, it says wisdom, crone energy, and learning from experience. Your higher self chose this card to remind you that there's value in seeking out guidance from someone who has been there before. However, there is a tremendous value in learning by doing. You can research, ask questions, or watch others who are masters of their craft, but at some point you have to get in there and practice it if your aim is to develop your skills. You have pulled the elderberries card to gently nudge you out of the planning phase and into the doing phase. You may get it wrong at first or feel awkward, which is okay, because the only way to improve is to focus and learn from your mistakes. Each misstep tells you what to avoid, and every success confirms all you have learned. Elderberries also remind you to stop seeking validation from others. If there isn't an example of what you want to do, then you'll be the first, and with time, your wisdom will guide others. If you're attempting to do something that many others are doing, trust that there is room for everyone to bring a unique perspective. You do not have to pattern yourself after other people to be successful. So they want you to go after your dreams, and they have seen you, I'm saying, in action. And this is funny because the whiskey card is almost like the Wheel of Fortune card in tarot. Here, they want you to kind of keep to yourselves, kind of keep your goals to yourself, keep doing it, and go after, like, literally, like, I keep seeing it, go after your dreams. Whiskey, in this case, takes time to turn into something great. And really kind of sit in with the flavor. So they're saying to you, this is going to take time. They see that you're a master of your craft. I was even picking up with this Four of Pentacles card here, that they understand it. And the cool thing is, I don't feel that this relationship, I'm hearing, like, was serious, is serious. Like, I don't feel like a steady, like, I feel a deep connection, but it's not like deep to where you're in like so much pain. And maybe you are with the Five of Cups because like you're playing the victim energy in this sense, or maybe you feel victim energy and they're kind of trying to help you on a soul level get out of it. But they want you to know, like, they're like, you're a god, and they find you very attractive, but they also want you to know that you need to awaken to the power kind of within. And if it's without them, it's without them. And I feel that there may have been a problem, that I'm even seeing that they're telling me that they couldn't talk about. Like, there's a problem that they don't even want to speak, and you feel like they're hiding something from you. And because you're like, they're even showing me that you're like, well, they keep telling me to go after my dreams, and they're not telling me why, and they're not coming with me, and they're telling me that maybe even to you need to write. Like, this could be confirmation for somebody, you need to write, and that you, like, they're saying to you have all the answers, and I'm trying to figure out why you feel like there's something missing. Well, got the answers. Spirits tell me they never showed up. Like, maybe you had plans together to do things, maybe you tried to make plans to do things together, and they never showed up, and they never maybe came to your rescue when you actually really needed them, and that you waited for them, and all you wanted to do was talk, and maybe you guys haven't talked, and it's just been so in and out, and it was no grounding. And with the root vegetables, they're saying to you that you're going to have to move out of your comfort zone, and I think that you're getting ready to get up and move on, because you're seeing that they haven't given you anything. There's nothing to kind of go off of it, and you keep wondering if they're going to come back or not. And it's like this deep thing of, like, you don't want each other to go. For somebody, being shown a piece of cake, like, you want to have, you or them want to have your cake and eat it too. You want to have everything, but everything moves in seasons, and so it's more of, I also picked this up, it's just when I was putting the cards down, it's just not the right time. They're feeling, when I picked up this whiskey card, they were pretty much saying that it's like, they don't feel that it's over. I remember that now. They don't feel like it's over between you, that it may just not be right now, that their soul has to go off and do other things. And they're even saying in other lifetimes and other things, like, there's things going on. So just keep that in mind. What else do they need to tell you at this time? We're going to do the shadow energies first, because I like to do the darker stuff first before we move into more of the better. So next time I will listen to my intuition. I tell myself you don't mean that much. Well, that's sad. Oh, and we got 2 here. I hope I will see you again sometime. Ooh, that was triggering for you. I understand you better now. Okay, pile number 3. I think that you've known, and you're starting to get this feeling and understanding now that it is over. I think that whatever happened, like, I see a clean slate being done, or maybe you decided to, with whatever that is, and the clear communication with this Ace of Swords. But what they're saying to me is that they're not emotionally available in what you need. And this is why you're hitting blocked things, because they're saying you can't sit and talk about this. But they're taking this in a mental situation where they're like, okay, well, it's done. I'm up and I'm out, and I understand who you are and stuff, but they don't listen to their feelings, because deep down with their feelings, they do want to be with you. There is love. They feel love with you, but they're afraid to experience that. I'm hearing with someone else. There may have been a third party. I'm not necessarily picking it up. Kind of like a secret third party. I think you found out, and Spirit saying you weren't supposed to, but that's something. And so what they say to themselves is that you don't mean that much to them, that there's not much going on, and that it's just is what it is, and I'm just gonna kind of pick up. And their gut told them, I hate to say, that you were really codependent, and it's just a major turn on for them. They don't want somebody who's needy. They don't want to be around people who are going to possibly hurt them. And they also pay attention to the people that you're around and that you're friends with, and if they don't like it, they're out. And that's where they're saying that they're more mature, and sometimes, like, they're more mature than you. But once again, Spirit wants to remind you, they do get off on the fact knowing that you were there, and understanding that you will always be there for them. And that's what they have in their mind, that they like the fact that it feeds their ego. Once again, that you give them this attention, and knowing that you'll always be there is something that they are wounded, and they just once again get off on. What else do they need to tell you? Fate. This is a destined partnership. Twin flame. This is a divine counterpart connection. I forget which pile had it. It might have been pile 1. New love. A new love or recommitment to love is developing. We actually got 2, so I'm going to put the 2 here, but longing. Someone is secret longing for you or yearning for you. Second chance. This relationship deserves a second chance. Pile number 2 is I'm sitting here. I'm literally like choked up. Okay. And I'm talking choked up, like heart chakra and throat chakra blocked. So what they're trying to say to you is they want a new start with you. They understand your connection, twin flame connection, if this is the case, and they understand that you may or may not be fated to come together, and they know that you're longing for that second chance. They know this, and they want you to deeply know this. Like, they know that deep down you want a second chance, and that the thing is, deep within them, I will be honest with you, but it's deep, and they haven't admitted it to themselves yet, but they want a second chance with you, but they don't have the balls to say it. They don't have the I'm hearing like audacity to do that and to kind of come up and say that, because they're afraid of some things here. And they're afraid that you're deeply going to leave them. They believe that you will find a new love. I'm hearing that they're not deserving of you, and they do fear that you may find somebody else. And I think that they also believe that you're talking to somebody else. And that's another thing, that you may be talking to somebody else and they don't actually know if you're talking to somebody else. And I think it's going to hurt them big time if they ask you to, if you're talking to somebody else. So that's something to kind of keep in mind too. What else do they need to tell you? I wonder if you are happy without me. It's time for me to heal now. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. The timing just wasn't right for us. More confirmation. So what they're telling me is, and even what's coming through is, they have chosen to try again with you and to make things work, but I don't want to be like, just not right now. It's more of they do want to, they have to admit to themselves, they have to open up a little bit more, and they're understanding that they have learned a lot from you. And what they want you to know is that they need to take some time to themselves to figure things out. And I know it's contradicting, and they're like, well, you come in and out, like, I would say revolving door. You come in and out whenever you feel like it. You wonder, all these feelings. Like, I think it gets you, like, boggled and not triggered, but I wonder if you're happy without me. And you're like, well, you're not, like, here, like, you're physically in front of me, but you're not here and with me, like, in person and emotionally. Like, it's not there. And what they want you to know too is that, it's just the timing is just not right. They're saying it will happen, and there's just some wounds that they wonder if you would even, I don't want to say ever come back, but they just put you on a pedestal. They want to be at your level, and that's what spirit, and even they're saying, like, they're triggered by the fact that you were up here and that they feel that they are down here, and they're going like this, and they feel like they can't compete. And I feel like for you, you're like, it's not a competition, but this is something that they need to work on, is realizing about competition, about being pinned against each other. It's due to sibling rivalry, that childhood stuff, like being pinned against each other, trying to compete to get where you want to be. And that's why they believe that you're talking to other people. They compete with other people that they believe that you're talking to, or they make up in their mind about other people that you're talking to, like, who do I gotta compete with now? How I gotta be better from this person? And they'll look at the person's qualities, even if it's somebody who just comments on your Facebook. Like, they're very, like, jealous people in that way, where they will be like, and they won't say anything to you because they have some emotional intelligence, and kind of be like, you know, or I should say more of a calm demeanor than emotional intelligence. They're more calm about it. They're not going to come out and, like, fully say it. So they're grateful that you've taught them a lot. They wonder if you're better off without them, and they wonder, you know, if that space, and they just kind of want that, like, to give that space and kind of be free to kind of do what they want and find that peace. And I think that they realize that you need to find that peace too. There's a part where you need to find that peace, and pick yourself up, because I think that you've been in a place where you've been left with nothing, maybe but with a pet, or left with nothing but feeling like loss and sadness, and there's maybe only like one thing there that you realize. But when, you know, everything that you spirit saying that you didn't want, or wanted, or whatever, how do I put this, like, fell apart in front of you, the things that maybe you wanted to keep in your life fell apart, but you're not realizing all the other good things that you have behind you, whether that's family, other connections, and other good things in life other than the things that have been lost. What else do they need to tell you at this time? I miss hearing your voice. So that says to me that you guys maybe haven't physically talked in a while. I see life differently now. Pile number 2 had that as well. You inspire me. Oh, that's cool. And I need security. Alright. Mommy wound. I hate to say that. That's what I call it. The mommy wounds. This person... Well, one, money, yes. But at the same time, with this, you have inspired them to do better. You have inspired them to build a security, and I think that you want money, you want to be given things, or maybe you're somebody that you need security as well, and that's a reflection on you guys and mirroring each other. But what I'm also seeing is they do miss talking to you. They do want to speak to you and hear your voice, but they just can't bring themselves to do it. But they see life differently from you because you've taught them to pick themselves up. And it's one of those things where they're breaking down this relationship where I'm hearing they don't see you as mom, but they're realizing that they need like a woman's or a feminine security in their life because it's not there. They don't have that. They don't have that foundation to kind of build upon, to understand. They're starting from the bottom, like dead ass. They're starting from the bottom to rebuild. And you have inspired them to pretty much do better and to make better choices. And I hate to say it, but for some, and it may feel a little like evil-ish, but they're also learning from your mistakes as well, of what you've been doing with these other people around, and seeing how you've been, like, those red flags that they saw in you, they're not going to do the same. And I hate to say it like that, but they learn from you that this isn't it. And I also saw that person's face and the thing again. So once again, popping in and out, not showing any kind of you know, like a hello or goodbye or whatever, but that's that. Just in and out. But that's overall what they want to tell you, that they see life better now. They realize that they need to bump it up a little bit and all those things. Spirit's advice to you in regards to this relationship is free yourself. Once again, it's like you're a dog waiting for your dog owner to come home. Like you're waiting for your owner to come home. Spirit, it says it's time to take back in control of your life. They're saying don't wait for this person. Go out on your trips. Go out and have fun. Change things. Don't get stuck waiting for this person like a dog waiting for his owner to come home. It's not happening. They're going out to find themselves. They're going out on their own voyage. This is why they're not here with you, is because they're choosing to get up and go. It's not that they don't care. And I think I said this for pile number 1. Legends of the Fall, Tristan and Susanna, he got up and left, and they were together for a little bit, and he couldn't give her what she wanted or what she needed. and he needed to take care of his own stuff because he had his own wounds, so it's very different. And so, and when he came back, though, it was too late, but, you know, go ahead and watch the movie, though. It's a good story. But the best practical action for you to take, past life relationship, you've known each other before. This may be the only thing that you guys can give each other right now, and this is a past, like, a physical relationship. This might be the only thing you can, because it seems to me travel, like going in and out, you guys may only be able to see each other once every few months. But you need to enjoy the passion of your life, and maybe so that you've been holding back your own passionate and sexual desires because this person maybe isn't around, and maybe because this person may not be giving you what you need, that you're going for somebody else where you can feel a deeper connection. And the best practical action for you to take is, they're saying to you as well, don't let that deep connection, that deep connection go. It doesn't need to be, I'm hearing, changed, but allow it to be what it needs to be, and kind of accepting and staying in your own separate lives for the time being, because I'm hearing it's divine protection that you're being kind of kept from not, I hate to say it, not dealing with their shenanigans and their shit while they're figuring it out. Because imagine having to deal with somebody who's, like, they're saying, Spirit saying, sad all the time, or they can't give you what you want, and constantly being like, hey, give me this, I need this. Like, you're not listening when they're trying to figure your own shit out. And they're saying it's like coming back from a long day at work, and you're tired and you just need a few minutes to sit down and figure shit out. Or maybe you just need to eat, get washed, go to sleep, and say, tomorrow's another day. This is where this person is every day, trying to figure out their shit. And it wouldn't work anyway if you were trying to help fix them. And they don't need, their Spirit saying they don't need somebody in their ear telling them what to do, because then you can't think. You know, there's no space for that to come in. So they're saying, just realize that. And they're also saying to you, like, take care of your sexual needs. Like, you have to do what's best for you. They're doing what's best for them. And they're saying that they made their own choices too. So they're going out and doing what they need to do, but they also made their own choices as well. It's kind of like karma-ish in a way, you know. For the universal law, for everything that you do, there is a reaction no matter what. So keep that in mind. Let's pull some charms. We have the High Priestess. You guys definitely have a spiritual connection. Inspiration communities. This is a pin that I got from Sephora. Sometimes things just don't work out. Pile number 1, I think, got this too. And we got the Spider-Man thing. So this dynamic really reminds me of, they're showing me Gwen Stacy and Peter Parker in The Amazing Spider-Man. And what this is showing me is when Peter left, him and Gwen broke up because there's a scene where she goes, how do I put this? I break up with you, and they went over so many times. Like, obviously watch the movies if you haven't seen them, but for those of you that know, and she leaves. And at the end of the day, he would spy on her as Spider-Man. He would go through the city, and he would keep after, look for her to make sure she was okay. And that's kind of what this is. And eventually they got back together down the line and fixed things out. And she knew he was Spider-Man. So this is something to think about. I feel this is your relationship dynamic, that, and Spider-Man can mean something to both of you. But the aspect of it is him and Gwen Stacy's relationship, where they broke up because she had to do her own things. She was very smart, and he was Spider-Man. He had his own responsibilities and obligations to take care of, and they came back together at the right time. And when they did come back together, they realized that they really liked each other, and they tried to kind of work things out. And, you know, so once again, more confirmation for it's just not the right time. Sometimes things just don't work out with this little koala bear. Their higher self is coming through and saying sometimes things just don't work. Like sometimes they also feel like you're forcing like puzzle pieces together, and like maybe the sexual chemistry wasn't there, maybe there were some sexual issues there that couldn't work, or there is, and it's just one of those things where sometimes things just don't work, and trying to move through. And it could be vice versa. Maybe this person's trying to come back into your life, and you're kind of like, things just don't work out the way that we planned them. Um, and they're saying to you that, you might have to question whether or not you guys are right for each other. With this High Priestess, I feel like that you guys are psychic. You see things, and you guys have a deep connection with this person. It's no joke. Like, this is your confirmation that you guys may be ruled by moon signs, so Pisces and Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. But it also gives me a Two of Swords vibes as well, because of the blindfold that is over her eyes. I think that you haven't made a decision about this relationship, and that's what Spirit's saying. It's time to make a decision and use your intuition to decide what you're going to do now that you are a free Gwen Stacy, to do what you want, or a free Spider-Man to go and take care of what you need to do. And so they're saying that you have to decide where you want to go, and use your soul to kind of choose where you want to go and to make choices about your relationship. They're saying the future isn't set yet for you too. I'm seeing that. There's no, like, karmic. They're saying, like, even spiritually, they're coming and saying, like, there's no karmic thing. Like, you create that. So keep that in mind. Asian cultures may mean a thing to you guys, that maybe lotus flowers are pulling up. That could be a sign. But I'm also seeing for this, usually I don't pick this up, but like being creative, you guys could be very creative people. You may like to paint, draw, etc. But they're saying coming into, they don't want you to give that up. Like, keep going with that. It's going to really take you places. I'm even seeing for some, you may put your paintings in museums. So that's something to think about and continue to do. So that's pretty cool. But also they're saying to you that maybe I'm seeing like Japan. Maybe you guys want to go to Japan together. Go to like Asian things, like you like anime maybe, but this is something where they want you to kind of open up, and they're saying to you, show that feminine side of you, blossom, showing that, and like accept your feminine energy, and especially your sexual creative energy. Like, it's okay. Like, they feel that you have, like, I hate to say it like that, but like shame for being able to express yourself sexually. Like, don't, like, they're saying do what you need to do. Aquamarine, so this is about the ocean. So maybe you guys need to go spend the day at the beach, take some time to relax and chill and find some peace here. And this is to help calm anxiety. So I feel that you will find your answers when you sit in a calm place. I'm hearing and even listening to ocean sounds. So I hope this read resonated with you. It was a little bit longer than I expected. But until next time, not until next time, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. But now until next time, namaste. Hey guys, Demi here. Pile number 4, you have chosen the Wild Unknown Tarot with the Rose Quartz Crystal. I'm going to throw this over here, and I'll start shuffling the cards. But if you guys missed the introduction, please, feel free to go back, take a look, see, I'm like, oh my god, I've been doing like past 4 piles, and they've been 40 minutes long, so sorry if this is a little long. But as I said, go back and listen to the introduction just to see all the disclaimers and things like that, and how I read, who I am. And I also am filming during a Venus retrograde. It just went station retrograde yesterday. So there is a worksheet that I put out on my website. It'll be in the description box below, so that way you can purchase it if you like, to kind of help you work through that. And there is a video out for that, so definitely take a look at that and see kind of what's going on. You guys have messages from the universe, so all right, let's get into it. Pile number 4. It has been a wild ride with these last few piles for sure, but let's see what's going on. You guys got a lot of cards that fell out. 4 of Pentacles reversed. Ooh, Tower upright. The 8 of Cups upright. And then I also have the Knight of Swords. This is the Son of Swords in this deck. And then I'll go through these too. So, alright, pile number 4. Messages from the universe. You guys have come to the awareness that you guys, I hate to say it, are like impulsive and you make a lot of decisions about that. And it came really, really unexpectedly, where you're being called to strip everything down and review. They're showing me your close circles and who you're with. And you also have somebody who has an air energy around you who really has left you disappointed. And I'm trying to pull on some messages. And this is calling for you to see, too, there's something about saving money and other things as well. Opening up and being open to giving and receiving. But this is calling for you that has made you look at all of your past partners and see what is going on, and realizing the instability that you have within yourself to move on and heal from. And this energy, usually if it's in the reverse, usually tells me that we're waiting on other people to kind of help us. Why is this moving like backwards? Why is it not staying? Maybe this is just how it is. Maybe I need to move this up a little bit. Okay. Think we got it. But yes, so this is what this is calling for you to kind of work through and see that waiting on other people, talking about other people, and where it is, because you've been really disappointed and you have to kind of move on from it, and you're seeing within your relationships that you are disappointed with this. Also, we have Judgment reversed and the 8 of Wands. So some of you guys are trying to listen, and this is going in every pile. So a lot of you guys want to travel. Ooh, excuse me. And a lot of you guys want to travel, and you're seeing that you need to listen to that, but you're feeling delays and frustrations, either due to finances, or I'm hearing dependence, or the fact that you're waiting on communication on PTO. Some of you guys are waiting to change your job in order to get more PTO or have more freedom to travel, or to kind of see like what's going on with that. So yes, this is where to, like, this is about forgiveness as well, forgiving ourselves and the negative self-talk. And you guys really beat yourselves up sometimes because you feel that maybe like you're I don't want to say stupid, but you may say that to yourself, and seeing that you should have done things a certain way and planned. And that is Virgo energy. So you may have a Virgo sun, moon, or rising, or the person that you're inquiring about is, I think that you do, I'm feeling that you want a travel partner, and that this partner of yours needs to be able, I'm seeing, to have flexibility or whatnot. And what else? A lot of stuff coming through. You guys are very anxious, so you definitely have a Virgo sun, moon, or rising for sure. But what does your person want to tell you, pile number 4? The card that fell out is the 9 of Pentacles reversed. And so once again, this is confirming for me about your money, about being on your own. I'm hearing that you're probably still living at home. You've been kind of like trying to save your pennies, like every little penny that you can, even though you want to fucking buy everything, like even though Venus retrograde is here. But you are reviewing your finances, pile number 4. You're reviewing what you want to spend your money on. Gifts also too, like it's Venus retrograde in Leo, so how much you're spending on gifts for other people, and where you are investing your money. I'm hearing stocks for some. So some of you guys are thinking about investing in stocks. Spirit is saying right now, they're going like this: it's not a good idea if that's what you're thinking about doing, because just wait until the retrograde's over. They're possibly even saying till the end of the year with the Jupiter aspect and finances and things, so you may see dips in money. So with that, so just keep that in mind. So here we are, pile number 4. So what does your person want to tell you? Mother of Cups or Queen of Cups reversed. 7 of Cups reversed. The Emperor reversed. A lot of reversals. I forgot to say too in the beginning, I got a nice juicy read for you today. We're going to do some charms, and we have more cards for you as well, so this will be fun. The Queen of Pentacles or the Mother of Pentacles upright. Nice. So long-term commitment. 10 of Wands reversed. And the 7 of Wands reversed. Pile number 1, I think, got the 7 of Wands upright. Yeah, they did. All right, pile number 4. What do we got going on here? So we got 2 court cards, a 7, a 10, a 4, and a 7. So 7, I think pile number 1 had number 7s as well as its main thing, and 1 major arcana. we have water, water, fire, 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 and earth. So no air signs. So you guys are going to be either my Virgo Sun, Moon, or Risings, like I said before, stelliums, or we have my water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You guys are very feminine in energy, so you definitely probably have a lot of feminine cards in your chart, and even too, you guys may not have any air signs in your chart. I don't have any planets planets in my houses that have air at all. So yeah, you guys are in that pile, your group. Yep, one major arcana, so you're learning. For some reason, pile number 4, I don't feel like you guys have, I don't want to say a set specific person. I feel like, I hate to say it like this, but you have a lot of exes. Like, I feel like you date a lot. I feel like you have a lot of people that you talk to. And Spirit's telling me you can't find the one that you're in love with. I'm hearing that song by Bow Wow and I think T-Pain. I forget the name though. And out of my system. So I feel that maybe there was one that you really liked at one point. Maybe they have made a slight appearance, but it's not anything significant to where you're like, holy shit, like I gotta figure this the fuck out, and like it's bothering you like the rest of my piles. I think that you're seeing that you do want long-term commitment. You want somebody who's going to be there. You want somebody who's going to step up to the plate. And maybe so you guys may be caretakers. You may be taking care of your mother right now. You may be taking care of like the main primary breadwinner of the family, like taking care of that. And I'm also seeing that you guys have been setting your boundaries a little bit more, and you're trying to come out of this phase of even being picky. I think that you're learning that you're very picky about who you let into your life, and I think that you want somebody who is very, very, very masculine in energy because you have a lot of feminine energy within you. Spirit is reminding you, though, you have to have your masculine energy healed within you to attract that law of attraction. So the thing that I'm also picking up is that you have a lot of responsibilities that you need to, like, pretty much, I hate to say it like this, pile number 4, we gotta make some space for this to come in. I think that you want the one that's gonna, like, take you out on dates and be chivalrous and show up and take you places, like, maybe you guys want to go bowling or something and get ice cream after and, like, have this, like, you know, water, Piscean, rose-colored glasses, like, romanticized kind of date, and you tend to, I'm just being shown like you have a very romanticized way of romanticizing relationships. So confirmation for some, or you're inquiring about a Pisces Sun, Moon, or Rising person, Venus, or even stellium, but I keep hearing Virgo like big time, so maybe you attract Virgos a lot. But so let's see what higher selves come through and what people are kind of coming through. And I think that this is somebody that you have dated in the past who you wondered why it never actually worked out with them in regards to that. Maybe that shit just kind of fell off there, like they ghosted you and it wasn't that serious because it wasn't that deep. Like, I'm feeling Sagittarius energy, so there wasn't this deep philosophical connection that didn't kind of happen. But let's see what's kind of going on. So pile number 4, what this person or even people would like to say to you is that even though you are feminine in energy, they saw a lot of masculine energy within you, and they also saw that you had, I hate to say, control problems. Like, maybe that you, I don't want to say yelled at them, but maybe you guys have a gung-ho, strong personality. You could have, like, they're showing me a baseline of mainly masculine energy planets planets and masculine signs in your chart that you were not aware of, depending on how your chart is. But they wanted somebody who was more emotionally available, and you're like questioning this because you're like, how do I, but I think that you guys don't realize that you give off a lot of masculine energy, and you showed more of the masculine energy in yourself by being like providing and like, you know, giving things. And I think that these people or this person mistakenly took it as you being this Queen of Pentacles, Mother of Pentacles, that you were like the mom energy almost of caring, providing, making time, like, and seeing that you need your own time to do things. And the thing is, pile number 4, you told this person at once that you needed to take care of yourself or to take care of things, and they couldn't come over, and you stepped into this mature energy and spoke up, and they didn't like it at all. And they didn't like the fact that pretty much you had your own life, that they are pretty much saying that there was a lot of responsibilities that they felt that you had, and they just wanted to be the center of attention of your life. And they could have been a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And the thing is, they didn't like the fact that you were free, independent, that you were making your own choices, and the fact that you were ready to kind of bulldoze in with masculine energy and kind of told them off. And maybe you had a conversation where you told them off, or you told them that this is what you weren't going to deal with, and that you have such a strong personality. And Spirit is saying that it is not like your fault. I'm hearing on a feminine emotional level. Actually, Isis is coming through, which is beautiful. Maybe you work with Isis, but she's coming through and saying that it's not your fault. Like, it is, they're saying to you that a strong feminine woman knows what she's going to take and what she's not going to take. And the thing is, they're saying to you that you get caught up in these emotions about being a child, and not like, I'm hearing like wanting a man, but wanting or a masculine gendered man, or just a masculine figure, where you want somebody who is going to show up, and they're saying to me that you will take the back seat when shit will, turn out the way that it's supposed to be. And you get caught up a lot, once again, more Virgo energy, because you're like, I want this, I want to do that, I want to be able to be more softer, and you show that side. But what this person is also saying to you, that you didn't give them set, grounded plans on where you wanted your life to go. Like, I hate to say it like that, but they always seen that, like, it was a small red flag for them that you didn't have a set plan for 5 to 10 years. And also, this person could have had, like, some Leo placements. It just depends. You guys could be astrologers as well. But what I'm picking up is you didn't have a set, grounded plan for the next 5 to 10 years. That you did get too caught up in your emotions, and sometimes you were a little too codependent, and they couldn't really get down with that. And I'm hearing mommy issues. So maybe you were catering way too much to your mother. They didn't like the fact that you had all this shit on your plate, and they felt like they didn't have room, to sit. And the way that I'm talking to with these piles in the past, like, I've even seen, like, my last pile was, like, really genuine, loving, caring, the energy came through, but you guys, I'm like, bam, gung-ho, delivered, set. Like, you guys, Spirit is saying to me, you know what you want, you know who you are, you may even be a little bit stubborn in energy, Virgo stellium, Virgo something, but you tend to have a very Virgo way of life, and we can get that confused sometimes. And sometimes, society has masculinized the signs of all the feminine side, and so Virgo, we tend to put them into hardworking, dedicated, but the softer side of Virgo is the wounded, like Chiron, wounded healer, Mercury, mental things, practicality, and it's more of a feminine sign, because the feminine takes its time to do the things that it needs to do without feeling rushed. And this is where they're yelling at me at the same time, because I haven't been doing that. But this person that you are asking about, there wasn't, like, they felt like you were night and day. You had, like, at first they were really attracted to your confidence and everything, and they started to get to know you, and they just realized that you had too much on your plate. There wasn't enough for them. They felt like their needs weren't being met, and it was like sometimes they were like hot and cold, and they kind of got like scared of that, and they wanted more of the, I hate to say it, like the domesticated feminine, where she's a little more submissive, a good cook, like, just, I don't want to say stereotypical, I mean, we're all adults here, no judgment, but that's kind of what they were kind of looking for. Not this person who was going to be strong, gung-ho, competitive, I'm even hearing combative, like somebody who was ready to call them out on their shit, and not like because you weren't taking shit. And that's the thing, they were threatened by the fact that you could easily like tell them no, that what you were going to do and what you weren't going to do. They took that as like triggering for them, because it really combated their masculinity, and that is not what they were looking for. They were looking to be the one to be in control. They were the ones looking to kind of get what they wanted out of it. I'm even hearing for some, they wanted to have sex, like they wanted you to have sex with them whenever they wanted to, and you were like, absolutely not. And they wanted you to pretty much be their mother and take care of them, and that's when you were like, fuck no, absolutely not. What they want to, like, what else they need to tell you is, I have mountain cabin, pile number 1, no, pile number 2 got this one. So, Mountain Cabin. Straw Bale. It's time you step out of your comfort zone, take up space, and reach new heights. Mountain Cabin says there are times when solitude can be healing and enlightening. I have elderberries. Pile number 3 got this, so there's that. And Toad. Observe for those who watch, see all. This deck I'm still learning, so I need to definitely take a look at Straw Bale and Toad, but no repeating numbers. I don't have any repeating numbers. I have been reading these out loud for those, but I'm going to read these out loud and then give you the general messages from that. Let's see. Straw Bale, maximizing, capitalizing on unexpected talents and confidence. Ooh, fitting. Your higher self chose this card because you are being invited to determine whether or not you need to dream bigger, reach higher, and expand fully into your gifts. Are your talents being utilized? Are you taking up space and allowing your light to shine? Are you reaching for big enough goals or playing it safe? If you are reading this now, it's likely you have not made the best use of your talents and have been playing it safe from fear of failure or because you don't believe you are good, wise, or experienced enough. There are many people in the world who are less experienced, less educated, and have less money and far less talent but are living big, fulfilling lives simply because they have given themselves permission to occupy as much space as possible. They don't wait for others to hand them things. They go and get them. They don't wait for others to make space for them. They find their own lanes. Don't be afraid to ask for more. Be the first in line to call your own shots. Straw Bale encourages you to find the courage to live as big as you dare. Nice. Very fitting. And then Toad, observer, path of least resistance, and opportunist. Okay, fits even. It fits. Your higher self chose this card because you are being guided to take a more laid-back approach to achieving your goals. Toads are passive in their hunt. They are happy to wait for their meal to find them, while staying perfectly still, watching and waiting until the moment is just right to strike. There's wisdom in the way this creature finds its prey, wisdom that is greatly needed in your situation. Attempting to force your desired outcome may backfire and your prey will slip away. Toad is confirmation that what you're seeking is nearby, but you might have missed it, chasing the wrong path, or focusing on one outcome. If you find you are frustrated, tired, or disappointed from a lack of results, perhaps it's time to trust in a higher power and wait patiently for the circumstances to be just right. You will know the right moment to take action. This card could also be asking you to be aware of your situation. Perhaps more information is needed or something significant is about to occur that could drastically change your point of view. It would be unwise to make any decisions just yet. For now, accept what is, and more will soon be revealed. Nice. So, with that being said, in the elderberries and the mountain cabin, it is time for you to figure out, once again, your own talents and your own ways, but to not let other people determine you and who you are, because I'm paying attention to this card here with the Toad card. She's different. She's eccentric. We have a full moon in Aquarius coming up on August 1st, in about 8 days. So, be yourself. And I think that this is the most important part. If you need to sit by yourself in solitude in that Virgo energy to figure out things, do it. And to realize, I think you guys are on the brink of changing your career. You're realizing that you need to bring your dreams into reality. I think this is the most important part of this is they're saying to me that you have beliefs about things in your dreams about where you want to be. And I know I keep veering away from what this person wants to tell you, but what this person wants and is to be, I hate to say it, left alone to do the things that they want to do. I feel a heavy earth sign with it. And all I can say is this. They are not as spontaneous as you. They're saying that, you know, they wanted to see more grounded action. There was more of fire energy that they felt with you versus an earthly grounded reality. And the fact that you may have been spiritual bothered them greatly. They couldn't come out and say it, that maybe you have more of like a witchcraft kind of way of doing things, of your, like a Wiccan, way of doing your religion and things, and the fact that you maybe wanted to go live out in the desert or out in the woods away from other people, not bothered by other people, and you were looking to kind of move away and do your rituals, and they were kind of like no, that they couldn't bring it to you to say that, and you were kind of like, hey, where was the honesty, where was this? And what they're saying to you is like, go after your dreams, but they just, I hate to say it like that, but they just don't want to come with you to do it. Sounds harsh, but it seems like to me this person, I'm even hearing like douchebag, like maybe you deep down realize that this person was just a douchebag, and you know, they couldn't stand to see you in your power because it made them realize you needed to stay in your power as well. Let's do some of the shadow energies. Let me grab the cards that just fell. We'll do the darker stuff first. I never want to feel that way again. Oh shit. I'm happy that it's over. You did not break me, but you did. And you can't come where I am going. So once again, I'm sorry, pile number 4. This person does not, like, and this is just the honest truth, this person does not wish to pursue a relationship with you because they have been just so highly triggered by you that they needed to step up to the plate. You may have hurt them and you didn't know it. I'm feeling like they may have been a Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and they just don't want you in their energy field because they're just afraid. I think that they're afraid of the spiritual. They're afraid of being called like a freak or being called all these different things, and they're saying that you did not break me, but I'm being honest with you, pile number 4. They're caught in their ego about it. You did break them. You broke down barriers with them that they never thought would. I think you called them out on their shit. You told them what you, once again, were not going to tolerate and what you weren't going to tolerate, and you were headstrong, gung-ho, ready to achieve your dreams. Come on, come with me, come along. And they were like, like kind of scared because masculine energy. And I think that they're saying that they were ready for it, but they weren't ready for it. Like this is where it sits. Like, I think you manifested this person, or you felt like you manifested this person, and it was like, yeah, what you wanted, but then at the end of the day, it didn't do what it was supposed to do. Like, it just didn't work out the way that it was because they got cold feet and they kind of chickened out and they were completely scared. Hate to say it like that. What else do they need to tell you? Time apart, some distance will help bring clarity. So once again, more confirmation. Release, radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. Boundaries, firm boundaries are needed right now. And protected, you were safely and divinely guided. All right, pile number 4. So yes, you've been inquiring about this, why they left or what happened. Spirit's just being honest, they just didn't like you. And I'm not trying to be rude, it sounds so terrible. But they just weren't interested. And I normally didn't want to pull this at the bottom of the deck, but I'm going to because it's giving me some background information. This friendship is leading to more second chance. This relationship deserves a second chance, and unavailable. This person's unable to give you all of you deserve. So that is what Spirit is pretty much saying. You were protected from this person because this person was very hateful deep down. There was a lot of hate in their heart. I'm seeing like a Darth Vader kind of thing, Anakin Skywalker to Darth Vader kind of thing. They want you to fully like accept and release this relationship, and realizing that you needed to show some boundaries and set firm boundaries, and this person did set those boundaries, and it was just, and I think that the boundaries like backfire, like there's a bounce back on the boundaries, that they didn't like the boundaries that you set. They felt lost, there was no communication, and that they just needed some time to do it. And I think you wonder if this could have a second chance because it never really kind of got up on its feet. It never really did much. There wasn't much to really say, but I'm just being honest, pile number 4. I don't really feel anything. I think that this person just wants to be left alone. Their higher self is kind of coming in and saying that they did drop the ball, that this person or these people like were just scared, they weren't ready, they thought that they could handle it, and that they're still growing to learn to love themselves. And I think that this was an important lesson for you, and why this person came into your life was to teach you to love yourself more. And it was more, they're saying, like a good stepping stone. I think that you guys have had a couple past lives together. It's like I'm hearing brothers, so you guys were probably brothers in a past lifetime, where you guys really saw each other grow and were supportive, but that's probably where a lot of that hate felt like it came from. So that's something else. If you felt there was a lot of hate, that might have been it. And so Spirit didn't want you to settle for less, and this is what was happening here. You were going to pretty much settle for whatever came your way, so they put a stop to it. What else does this person need to tell you? I love you. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. I'm starting to understand our connection. I bury myself in work to forget you. So the thing is, pile number 4, you question whether or not this hurt them. Yes, it did. It did hurt them to have to kind of let go. I think that they felt really deeply at first, and the I love you, I felt like it was empty, and maybe it was said, or there were feelings talked about, and they weren't reciprocated. But this person is starting to understand that maybe that you did mean good, that you meant to show them good. They kind of fucked that up, and they're saying too that they do think about sometimes what happened with your relationship. They lay awake thinking, like, what could have happened? Maybe if I wasn't such an asshole, maybe if I would have been a little bit nicer about things, and they kind of try to bury their feelings and forget about it. And that's the thing, they're not emotionally available to give you what you need. This is why it ended, because they couldn't emotionally say, like, hey, like, they couldn't say to you, like, hey, you're beautiful, and genuinely mean it, and tell you why you were beautiful. Like, it would have just been, oh, you just look good today. Oh, you're beautiful. Yeah, like, just that fake ass, like, bullshit. Like, you know, my feminines know when a guy's like, oh, you're really beautiful, and you're like, you're just saying that to try and get my pants, or just tell me that because you feel like you have to say it. And this person couldn't genuinely mean it, and they're understanding that, you know, maybe there was something deeper. Maybe they should have given it a chance. Maybe they should, but they go to work and they completely forget about it, and they brush it out of their mind as if it completely not happened, and leave it at that. Which is very sad, pile number 4, and I'm sorry if you really cared about this person, or still do, but I don't feel it's that deep, and it didn't get that deep, and maybe it was. What else do they need to say to you? I still feel the pain. I am in a committed relationship. Oh shit. I compare others to you. I don't know what you want. Okay, well that was a tower moment over here. We don't know. Ooh. And also at the bottom of this deck, I hide my feelings. Confirmation. Do I still have a chance, and I want you back? Alright, pile 4. So here's the thing. They just stopped talking to you. And I think that your answer is here. They were in a committed relationship, whether it's marriage or whatever, or they were talking to somebody, starting a committed relationship. This person is either not happy in the relationship that they are in. They may have started, Spirit saying it might have been after they dated you, before they dated you. And this is why the energy is coming back during the retrograde, because they are questioning their relationships and whether or not to know what they want. And they said they don't know what you want because maybe it was never talked about. It didn't get off on the right footing, and they do compare others to you. They compare others to your personality, and they're realizing now that over time that these things are not what they seem. That maybe they drop, like, once again, I'm hearing drop the ball. They're saying that deep down they compare themselves to other people because they want to be better. They want to do things and look a certain way, feel a certain way, be seen as a certain way, but they don't know how to love themselves, and they're in an unhappy relationship because they don't get what they need. They don't know how to give what the other person needs from that. And they say that you don't know what you want, but I'm gonna be honest with you, pile number 4. Not that I don't believe it, but I just don't think that I don't want to say genuinely cared to know what you wanted, but they don't really know how to know your wants deep down, if that makes sense. I think that you want a deep connection, and that's what they don't understand, is that you wanted a deep connection and they don't know what you want, but at the same time, like, they kind of top it with excuses on that, if that makes sense. Like, oh, why hasn't, oh yeah, like, you want to travel, okay, we'll travel, but then you were like, yeah, I want to travel, but like, I want to go somewhere that I like and I really want to go, that means something to me. Or you were like, I want to go to Italy or France, whatever, and they were like, okay, but like, I don't want to go there, so can we go somewhere? Oh yeah, we'll go here and we'll go do all those things. Like, no, like, I want to go because I like it because of this movie. And they didn't get the whole reasoning, emotional understanding why. And this was like the whole thing for your relationship. Let's get some guidance from Spirit. What does Spirit's advice for you in regard to this relationship? Children, your love life is being affected by children. So here's something for you guys to think about. Some of these cards are upside down, but the thing with this is they actually wanted children. Like, they realized that they actually did want children. They wanted a happy family life, and they either didn't see that with you, or two, you have to rethink the ways of children and whatnot in family life. Their advice, though, is do you see yourself being a parent? Do you see yourself being a mother or father? Do you want to be like a dog parent? I think that animals also had to play a part into it. Like, I'm even seeing allergies, that maybe you had allergies. And also, this is something to think about. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because I actually have allergies. I've had allergies since I was born. I was born without the natural histamine blocker in our system, so I'm allergic to everything. Anybody who knows me will tell you that. And so there is something that you have to think about, and sacrifices that you're going to have to make with having children. And that's possibly not having animals. That's possibly, like me, I'm allergic to shrimp, so not cooking seafood at all. Like, and going out and eating it somewhere else, or going out to restaurants and only having it, or sending the kids somewhere else. Like, these are things that you have to think about. And Spirit is even saying the best advice for you is to see about children, being around them, taking care of them. It's always different. So, but also they're saying to get into your childlike state about what it is that you feel passionate about, so that way you can, Spirit saying, step up to that plate and be like, this is what I want. They're saying, say your emotional needs and wants in the relationship. I need somebody who's going to show up. I need you to show up when you tell me to, like, that you're going to show up. Like, I need that. Like, these are also things like inner child wounds and things that we need to address, and saying that. Best practical action for you to take right now is you deserve love. You are lovable. Girl, or my man, go after what you want. Like, I feel like you guys have a major crush on somebody, or you really like somebody. I'm hearing work out, and you don't know if it's going to work out, but they're saying, like, you have options. Like, I had that 7 of Cups card. Like, you're coming to the realization about your needs and your wants and options. Like, go after it. Like, this is like your sign that Spirit's saying to start dating and start talking to people. Don't get me wrong, we're in the middle of a Venus retrograde, so I would just review once again, maybe go out on a date or two, see that. But they're saying go after what it is that you love in regards to your dreams, your hopes. You're lovable. I think you've done a lot of work on yourself. I think some of you guys have lost weight as well. Like, you're trying to lose weight, get into a more healthier place. Also, get your hobbies squared away. Like, you're really coming and bringing to the relationship and have done a lot of work on yourself. And Spirit's telling me that you actually have done a lot of work on yourself for your relationships, and you should applaud yourself for that. So, yay. Let's get some charms. I gotta, like, okay. The bird claw with the crystal in here. I've had this since I was like 5. I have a shark here. I'm very tired. It's Shark Week here. I don't know if it's everywhere else in the world, but it's Shark Week in the US. Bitch spray. I think pile number 1 or 3 got that one. Oh, you got the bullshit remover too. We got the bitch spray, the bullshit remover, another shark. Sharks can mean something to you. Could be your spirit animal. It says help me. Aww. And you got the love eraser, and on the back it has this angel number of 222. So that can mean something as well. So, pile 4. It is time for you to remove all of the negativity from your life. It is time for you to get rid of all of the bitch ass people, like, you know, the, hate to say it like this, but the baby back bitches in your life, and get rid of all of the crap that hasn't been working. And once again, this is talking about codependency. I think that you guys, Spirit showing me that you have risen to the top. You have shown that you are very well capable of not dealing with people who were codependent all the time. I think that this is something that's showing you that this relationship that came up, because it was kind of like contradicting, but depends on that you have a lot of feminine codependent people who want your help because you're strong, and that's what Spirit wants to remind you. You're strong. You show a lot of love. You have a big heart. You love people essentially in a way for who they are, and understand that. And the thing is that you're not taking bullshit from anybody. And it's the fact that you're so strong, and that you feel that it deters people away, or it's like you put on like a cologne and you're like, do I smell or something? Do people like hate me or something? And it's just no, like, you're not dealing with bullshit. And there's people that just can't handle the fact that a strong, I'm hearing independent woman or man who's like, hey, like, no, I'm not taking your stuff. And I mean, and of course, if they get offended by everything off the bat, then that's a little different, then they're not for you. But even with this is, you need to keep your eye on the prize. What I'm seeing is almost like a hawk. That could mean something for somebody, Hawkeye from Marvel. But going after your dreams and going after what it is that you want, and not settling for less. That's really key from that. And that was a lesson that you needed to learn with this person that came through today, and seeing that. But also, too, I think pile number 4, you need to take care of yourself a little bit better. And I'm saying that nicely, especially more Virgo energy. You need to take that in and really take care of yourself, because I feel like your energy has been very low. I feel that you've been asked to slow down and you haven't. Guilty over here too. And they want you to take some time to yourself and to give yourself some self-love. And also energy vampires who just literally drain your energy. Like, don't be around them, because it's not helping you, because you need to get up on your own 2 feet right now and figure out your stuff versus where they are, like, emotionally too. You've chosen the pile with the rose quartz crystal. This is for the heart chakra, so highly suggest carrying this around. It will help with unconditional love for everything. So carry this around for luck, to kind of attract love to you, and also to really just genuinely show love and care for everybody else. So if this read resonated with you, please hit the like and subscribe button, share to those who need some help at this time, hit the notification bell, and hopefully you guys will be able to relax a little bit and enjoy your Venus retrograde, I should say. So until next time, my friends, namaste.